All right, peasants. Another Sunday where we entertain you. The best podcast is back on the Sunday. CEO say what's up to the peasants as they roll in.
Yeah. What's good, peasants? You know what I'm saying? Very fantastic Sunday we had today. Very good weekend, isn't that right, RJ?
Shoot. I mean, well, my weekend just started, but let's say what's up. What's up, Daniel? How you doing, bro? Daniel's a Lakers fan. All right. Well, as more people roll in, CEO, let's talk about our topic. Obviously, if you've been living under a bridge, the New York Knicks fall to the Indiana Pacers. What's up? That random matter. Uh, whoa, time out. Whoa, time out. Rozier, you're an OKC fan now, nigga. Oh shoot, okay.
All
What's
right,
up?
good. Get the fuck out of the Celtics fan base. Thank you.
Oh man, fuck Rozier, bro. He jinxed my fucking Knicks. He's a Knicks in 5 and fucking losing 6. Bunch of facts. But CEO, your thoughts on that run, the Knicks and Pacers series? Your thoughts?
Uh, I mean, first of all, I called it exactly the way it was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Uh, the y'all were going to win one game and then they were going to win at home. I feel like they didn't want to win in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
I think they wanted to do it at home, which is fine. I mean, I wouldn't personally take that risk, but if they felt enough to disrespect you by doing so, then shout out to the Pacers.
Just like the Knicks did to Boston. You feel me?
By the way, listen, even though we all know, of course, that the Celtics own the Knicks, right, all time. We know this, but at least we have a rivalry, right?
Yeah.
It goes back and forth. The Pacers just own you guys, and there's really nothing to say about that. Like,
Yep.
I mean, there's really no rivalry. I don't know what it is
Fuck
about the
Cleveland.
Indiana Pacers.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
for some reason, that team. First of all, they're a poverty franchise. They have no rings, like literally zero rings,
Nope.
and right now they have no. I mean, I know we're gonna, probably get into, respecting Tyrese Halliburton a little bit more, obviously, but
Yes. Skeleton, you're a 76er fan. You have no right to talk. Your team didn't even make the playoffs. Please shut the fuck up.
but it's weird how it's just something with this team because it's not like it's a Halliburton thing. This happened with Reggie Miller, right? It
Yep.
happened with various
Mercedes.
right. So my only thing is I don't know what it is about this Pacers team. Like, yeah, y'all can't get over it. I don't know if they got the blueprints or somebody. I don't know what's going on, but for some reason the Pacers know how to play the Knicks every single time, regardless of the players or the coaches involved.
It's
So
kind of like the Pittsburgh and Steelers Ravens rivalry where it's like you can have washed up Big Ben and for some reason they swept you on the regular season. It's like what?
yeah, it makes no sense. But with the Pacers, it's kind of like it's worse because they're poverty. You know what I'm saying? It's like
No, no
they're
poverty.
they're not even like. And by the way, this
Appreciate
is
it,
no
Queasy.
disrespect at Pacers, right? Like, I have no beef with Indiana. Indiana's way
No, it's a
too
fact. They're
irrelevant.
poverty. They're dog shit.
Like, I have no beef with Indiana. They're way too irrelevant to have beef with.
Yep.
But it's surprising that happened. But listen, uh, as a Knicks fan, what are your thoughts after the game? That's all I want to know after the series.
My thoughts are well. My thoughts are this, right? Oh shit, Rozier went to the Ravens logo to try to jinx y'all. I don't know if you noticed that. Uh, listen, listen, listen. Fibs, how many times do we have to beat this drum, CEO? How many times? Like, come on, man. Now it seems like CEO. I've been calling for his job for what 2 years, 3 years now.
Yeah, about 2 years.
Now Knicks fans like maybe he's not the right guy for the job. Oh no shit. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the fucking club. He got out coached by Rick Carlisle in multiple ways. In multiple ways. RJ, what would you do if they hired Mike Malone as head coach? I would do 10 backflips. Mike Malone is 10 times better than fucking Thibs. Mike Malone's a champion. I don't know why the Nuggets fired Mike Malone. I honestly believe Joker didn't like Mike Malone. Because there's no way you fucking fire Mike Malone, who was a top 5 coach in the NBA. I would take Mike Malone quick, fast, in a hurry, but that's besides the point. Listen, I beat the Thibs drum multiple times. I made videos about it. Go look it up. It's still the same shit. Karl Anthony Towns. I'm not gonna ridicule Karl Anthony Towns. He's a 2. And you know what? He's the reason why we won that Pacer game, which brings me to my by the way, OG. And I'll ridicule Cat for this. You guys can hit threes, but you can't hit free throws, you bums. How in the fuck can you? How are you missing free throws? Like, am I the only one that like saw that shit? I'm like, oh gee, like, yeah, these niggas look worse than Mitchell Robinson against Boston.
Hey.
I kid you not, CEO. I think Mitchell Robinson hit more free throws in Game 6 than OG and fucking Cat combined. How in the fuck is that possible? Like, my gosh. Go ahead, CEO.
I mean, listen. When it comes to the series, obviously, we know that Tom Thibodeau got outcoached by Rick Carlisle. I think most people agree with that. So
Yeah.
we don't really have to hash that out. The thing here is when it comes to Thibs, it's kind of like and I've been saying this for a while, and I said this previously in the podcast. If Brunson is the most clutch player in the NBA, that means the coach is doing something wrong. All right, because you don't get to that position if you're a good team. All right, like you simply don't. So it doesn't matter. Yeah, you want your best player to be clutch, but all the time, is that sustainable?
Which leads me to my next point, CEO. Jalen Brunson. Listen, I love Brunson. I think he's a good player. Jalen Brunson is SGA 2.0 and a worse version of SGA 2.0. I'm sorry. This guy jacks up threes. He ball hogs. I'm not going to knock him for being bad at defense. He's a guard. I don't care. But he turns the ball over. I'm sorry. We have to hold Brunson accountable. Some of the shots that he misses. I'm sorry. I'm watching this and I'm like, this guy's fucking SGA 2.0.
I mean, yeah, honestly, and this is why last podcast or the previous podcast, I said that SGA, right? That SGA and Brunson are in the same category, right?
No,
it's just that SGA does it better in terms of like foul baiting and shit like that. But they're kind of in the same category, And when it comes to the defense thing, yeah, we give Brunson, some slack because I mean, there's not many 5'11" basketball players that I know that are good on defense, right?
Yeah,
So
facts.
you really can't do anything about that. But I mean, listen, the thing with Brunson, I don't think he's horrible or anything like that. That's not what we're
No,
trying to
he's
say.
not. No.
It's just that he's a 2 guard playing the point, and that's the problem. Like you don't have anyone there that can like facilitate the offense. Like Halliburton, and I know Halliburton gets a lot of flack, and Halliburton kind of reminds me of, and I know some people might be, oh, you no way. He kind of reminds me of like the Steve Nash, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where where it's kind of like someone that his numbers aren't going to be crazy because they're not,
Nope.
but the guy's a floor general, and that's what you need, especially with how the roster's built for the Indiana Pacers. When you got Siakam, when you got Miles Turner, both of them can shoot. They can get their own buckets. You have Nimhard, you have Neesmith, who's a good perimeter shooter. So you need someone that can be able to get them the ball. And I feel like when it comes to the Knicks, it feels like it's always Brunson trying to do some kind of miraculous, hard, low percentage shot that he gets off miraculously over someone's head. And I'm like, that's just not sustainable.
No,
Like
it's not.
it's not, and I know he does it probably more frequently than anybody in the league currently, but it's just as you can see, it's not. If he could like dish it out to people, and people can be more consistent on the perimeter, and people can make more of their shots, And by the way, and it's also Thibs' fault because you take out like a good shooter like McBride sometimes, and then you put in a non-shooter. It just makes no sense.
You
Some of
put in
the
Campaign, sorry ass.
campaign, like camp,
Dude is
campaign
garbage.
hit Campaign hit a Ben Simmons level like shot the other night. It was horrible. Like,
Bro,
it's
also, it takes you this long to put in DeLon Wright, who's playing good. Like, bro, I'm not trying to go in. We know what Thibs is. We know what Thibs is, and he showed himself in this series. But listen, I love Brunson. I do. But you can't play like SGA and just think you can win a game. At least SGA is 6'6". He's damn near he's taller than Dwayne Wade. So you can semi get away with it. And I think CEO said this maybe a few years ago, maybe last year. You never seen a point guard 5'11", 6 foot ever win in the NBA. And we're kind of seeing it because I was rooting so hard for the Knicks because you never know when nothing's guaranteed in sports. Nothing.
no.
So you can't do that. And even with that, Thibs relies on Brunson to do everything. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. Thibs gets the majority of this. But you can't ignore Brunson's flaws. You can't.
No, and by the way, and the solution, in my opinion, isn't just to get rid of Brunson because that makes no sense.
No, absolutely not.
Because then you'll just be poverty again. So
Yep.
the solution is to get a player. Because in my opinion, I'm putting a lot of the blame on Thibs, obviously, because he can't coach offense to save his fucking life. But I'm putting a lot of the. You know what? I feel like, and I know this might be controversial, but I feel like Cat is just not doing it for me, right? I mean, if you're, it's just with Cat is he's too inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll save the game one day and then the next day beat Cheeks. Like,
Facts.
and how are you 7 foot and your defense is atrocious?
Horrible.
Like, at least with Brunson, he has a valid excuse. What's Cat's excuse?
I don't know. Maybe he doesn't want to break a nail. I don't fucking know.
Like, I feel like Cat doesn't fit. And you said this, before the season. Cat doesn't fit the energy or the kind of like attitude of the team. He doesn't. So,
No, it doesn't.
but like Cat is, and people, and I'm not saying Cat's a bad basketball player. He doesn't. His energy is just like he's not gritty. He's not gritty, and he just doesn't fit the energy of the team. And it's just a mismatch. I've been hearing all season. I mean, all preseason, before basketball started, with people like Brandon talking about, oh my God, can you believe the pick and rolls you're gonna get with Cat and Brunson? Well, where's that pick and roll? I don't see it.
You can't run a pick and roll with Cat.
Like, yeah, I don't see it. Like, the chemistry's not there. It's ISO ball. It's a bunch of ISO ball bullshit. And that's why they lost, because the Pacers are a more community oriented basketball team. Everyone gets to eat. With the Knicks, it feels like, all right, Brunson will do his thing, Cat will do his thing, OG will try to do his thing, and Campaign will try not to fuck it up. Like, that's the whole offensive thing for Tom Thibodeau. And by the way, Tom Thibodeau's afraid to experiment, like the whole Wright situation that he didn't put in Wright. Listen, you saw Rick Carlisle put in Tony fucking Bradley.
Yep.
And people didn't even know that nigga was still in the league.
Yeah. I mean, hell, even though you guys lost, Joe Mazzulla fucking put in the third string fucking center.
Right. That's what I mean. Like, he threw in Tony Bradley, and people were like, "Why what?" But it worked.
Thomas, what's his name? Brian, whatever his name is.
Thomas Bryant. Yeah, it's like he's out here. Okay, because during that game, I forgot who the center. I'm not sure if it was Miles Turner. No, Brian. I think Brian was getting bullied in the game, so he subbed him out for Tony Bradley.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked better. And by the way, Tony Bradley's someone who probably shouldn't be in the league, but it worked out for them. So, because he was willing to adapt and make changes. With Thibodeau, it's like we're just gonna ride the course. I'm not gonna make changes. I'm not gonna make no subs. We're just gonna keep it, and we're just gonna see if it works till the end of the game.
Yeah, facts. And speaking of that, Seal, because you brought up a good point that Cat doesn't work with the Knicks and stuff like that. Well, that's one of our topics. Knicks overachieving, is it a good thing for the future? Obviously not, because now Thibs is going to stay. They're going to re-sign Cat, because the reason why the Timberwolves got rid of Cat is because They didn't want to pay him all that fucking money. Now my team has the luxury of paying Cat $200 million to fucking be a fucking kitty cat, and try this experiment again. OG's probably not going anywhere. Mikhail's definitely not going anywhere since we got 5 first-round picks. We had to trade 5 first-round picks for him. And by the way, CEO, we don't have any first-round picks until 2030. Just saying.
Oh, damn.
So, is the Knicks overachieving a good thing, CEO?
I mean,
other than for yourself.
2030.
2030, yep. 5 first-round picks for Mikhail.
Listen, when it comes to this whole situation, because you have the Knicks fan who will see this for what this is, right? We're in a tough position. We need to make some roster changes for this whole thing to gel because, and even then it's not guaranteed because Thibodeau I'm not saying he's a liability, but when it comes to championship basketball, he's pretty much a liability. So
he is.
But I think the ownership for the Knicks, ownership. Who's that clown again?
James Dolan.
Oh, Dolan. Shout out to Dolan for staying in the shadows where everybody wants him.
No one's blaming him now.
No, I mean, no. You know what? And good job on him. He found out that the people don't like his ass, and he kept his ass away. But now, listen. When it comes to the ownership, I feel like he has no incentive to move on because Knicks basketball has been so horrible for the past at least 25 years.
Yep.
Have been so abysmal because now the fans who want more for the team are always going to be brought down by the fans that are going to be like, but listen, we made the Eastern Conference Finals, or you know what, let's run it back and with the same exact team, make no changes, and maybe we'll get lucky next year, right?
Yeah.
I just feel like Knicks fans are in a position where it's kind of like Commander fans, where it's like, oh shit, we've been asked for the longest, but we made it to the championship game. That's good enough for us because we didn't expect shit. Like, I mean, yeah, that's good and all, but how long is this going to last? It's not like, at least with the Commanders comparison, at least Jaden Daniels in his early 20s. I mean, Brunson's what, 28? Is he going to be 29?
Yes.
I mean, and how old is Cat? Almost 30?
Yeah, he should be. He's been in the league for 11, 12 years now.
Right. So it's not like you have young stars. You have a veteran team. So it's one of those things where it's like, realistically, you have one more shot next year.
Yes.
Because the East is still the Boston Celtics aren't going to do anything, obviously, because Tatum's out for the year. And that's about it. That's really your only. I mean, the Pacers are your only real obstacle.
We don't know. We don't know because the NBA is so crazy. I mean, Orlando Magic could make a step up. Detroit can make a step up. Cleveland, I heard they're trying to trade Garland and Allen. Maybe they can make a move. It's so you don't know. What's up, Jordan Francis? Appreciate it. We don't know. That's why I say, the NBA, CO, there hasn't been a consistent champion since 2017. It's about to be a decade. We've had a different champion every single year this year. And we're going to talk about that soon on the topics.
Right. I mean, I agree with that. But, and also you got to factor in, we don't know where Giannis is going to go. So if he goes, we don't know where he's going to go. When it comes to the Knicks, you have one realistic. I feel like next year, that's another shot. But after next year, things might get difficult. The landscape might change. Younger teams are going to get older. Like you said, the Pistons are going to be older. It's going to be a lot of these younger teams are going to be up and coming as well. The West is going to get more seasoned. It's going to be harder to win shit with an older OKC team might be more experienced. So. Yeah. It's going to be hard, obviously. So next year, I feel like you got to run it back. Maybe you get someone off the bench that can do something.
Yep.
Because who the fuck? Y'all have no you have no bench shooters, right? Uh, or
I mean, we got McBride, so we're good there.
all
But
right,
other than
he's just
that,
underutilized.
yeah. Also, by the way, fuck the Dodgers. Yankees win 7-3. Fuck LA. You feel me? Thought
Yeah,
you was.
I'm assuming the series is still lost though.
Yeah, series is done. But hey, we won. We won the game. That's all that matters. It is what it is. But CEO, speaking of that, let's talk about the west side of this NBA, and let's talk about Anthony Edwards falling to the OKC Thunder, putting up a horrible performance. And your thoughts on Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves fall to the OKC Thunder?
All right, so yet again, the same thing happens with the Timberwolves that I've been saying happens all the time, right? The Timberwolves beat a team, whatever. Like they will as an underdog team, they'll knock off a contender, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then people will crown them way too early, right? And then when it matters, when it's time to go to the finals, they get packed the fuck up. All right, and this is and I said this. It happened with the Nuggets. Um, it happened. And by the way, there were certain things you can argue. By the way, that they wouldn't even be here if Steph Curry wasn't injured. You can make that
I
argument.
agree. I agree. I agree.
So they got a free advance in the playoffs. And by the way, I'm not saying that Anthony Edwards is trash or anything, or I'm not. He's only 23, right?
Yes, 23.
He's 23, so it's not like I'm indicting his whole career here. I'm just saying that, and I've been saying this for the longest, is that he needs another star.
Yep.
All right, because for anybody who thinks that Rudy Gobert is a secondary star is crazy. So,
Yeah, okay.
so
Or Julius Randle.
or Julius Randle. So I always discounted the Timberwolves because of that. Because a lot of people don't understand. It's like, okay, he's the next, he's next Jordan. He got this, he got that, and I'm just like, okay, that's fine. And what did Jordan win without Scotty?
Nothing.
Nothing. So if Jordan, who's Jordan, couldn't win shit when he was playing against the bad boy Pistons, right? Couldn't win
Mm-hmm.
shit. And he was losing, and people were like, oh, okay, maybe Michael Jordan isn't the hot shit until he got Scotty, right? And then they
Yep.
started winning shit. I'm like, okay, maybe if Anthony Edwards, first of all, Anthony Edwards is not Michael Jordan,
I agree.
obviously.
Well, maybe
His
maybe DNA wise, we'll never know.
like appearance wise, like I mean, yeah, he looks like his son,
Yeah,
obviously. No, not appearance wise. I'm talking about there are things he shares with Michael Jordan in terms of gameplay wise, but you gotta
appreciate you.
you
Appreciate it,
got to
Jordan.
look at it holistically. First of all, I don't think he's as good as the defender as Jordan was. So
No,
you got to put that there. Also, I mean, he's an athletic freak. We get that and all that, but there are things to his game that are just not refined yet. And again, he's only 23. He doesn't have a secondary star. He's playing with the likes of Julius Randle, Rudy Gobert, Daniels,
37-year-old Mike Conley.
37 in my count. So if I know a lot of people thought they were going to finals. I was just like, that's not going to happen. It's
No,
not going to happen. He needs a start. He needs to start a secondary start. And if they don't give him a secondary start, then that's it. He's not really going to do anything. I mean,
unless he leaves.
unless he leaves. I mean, I don't know what possibility the Timberwolves have of getting someone like Giannis. I don't know. Because I don't know what their cap looks like or what the picks they have looks like, but he would need someone of that ilk
I agree.
to do anything. So until then, I don't believe in the Timberwolves. The fucking OKC packed them the fuck up. I think the Warriors would have packed them the fuck up if it wasn't for Curry getting injured. And yeah, that's about it for the Wolves.
Yeah, I agree. Uh, let's talk about a little bit about the Indiana Pacers. You know what I'm saying? Are they the best team in the East, CEO?
Yeah, I mean, obviously they are the best team in the East, right?
Yeah, I agree. I think they are organically built. Keep this in mind, people. The Sacramento Kings traded Tyrese Halliburton for Sabonis, and we see how that's working. Uh, And I've been saying it. I said it in the Cleveland Cavaliers series, CEO. People pick
Yeah,
the Cavs, and I said, this Pacer team is a well-built team.
yeah.
And they're in the NBA Finals. So, hey, man. It's what it is,
Listen,
though.
the Pacers not only first of all, the Pacers are well built because their whole like when you look at the starting lineup, you have people that can make shots.
Mm-hmm.
You have people that can play defense. I mean, their big lineup with Siakam and Miles Turner is really fucking good.
Yeah.
Uh, Miles Turner is underrated
I
as a player. Pascal Siakam, when he gets going, it's really fucking hard to stop him.
Yep.
And Nimhard can do his thing. Neesmith, he's a lethal 3-point shooter when he wants to be. And you got to look at and Tyrese Halliburton, bro. Here's the thing: I don't think, yeah, I don't know if people call Tyrese Halliburton overrated, and whatever the fuck. And I get he's goofy and all that shit, but listen, when it comes to elite playmaking, he's one of the. But by the way, I mean, if you want to talk, I'm not talking about fancy passes or something like that. I'm talking about when you're talking about making the correct decision on who to get the ball to. He's probably one or two best in the league at doing that. At
Yeah.
finding the correct option. Like people talk about Jokic's passing ability, because he has very aesthetically pleasing passes, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to decision making on who to get the ball to, Tyrese Halliburton might be the best passer in the league in terms of that metric. Like who is wide open at the correct time, and he's good at doing that better than you can argue better than anybody in the league. And
I
and that's why when people were talking about, oh, why would you take Tyrese over SJ? That was why, right? Because of the elite
Yep.
playmakers. Because listen, I mean, and when he wants to, he can put up 30 points when he wants to. He can
Yep.
get triple doubles when he wants to. It's just that the brand of basketball that the Pacers have, it just it doesn't call for him to do that. And this is kind of the similar thing that I always argued with Tatum, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's kind of like, oh, why doesn't he have this or he doesn't have that? And I'm like, first of all, you niggas don't watch the game because he facilitates the offense, much like Halliburton. Even though of course Halliburton's a better facilitator than Tatum is because of the positions they play,
Yep.
but Halliburton is is doing what he needs to do for his team to be successful because they don't have a fucking Curry. They don't have a fucking I don't know, a Jokic, right? They don't have like this Hall of Fame talent, right?
Yep.
They have a bunch of B+ players that they're with good depth. They have good depth because you got T.J. McConnell coming off the bench, who's a good bench guy. He's kind of like the original Peyton Pritchard, right? Guy that can come off the bench,
Mm-hmm.
get you buckets and shit like that. Um, you have a bunch of B+ guys, and Tyrese Halliburton's kind of like your A- player,
Yep.
and he's able to facilitate and he can take shots when he wants to. So it works. So he doesn't need to go all what yeah, like people want him to go all John Morant esque and put all these numbers up just to suck.
Yeah. And it's crazy, CEO. Speaking about that, sports fans, and we're going to talk about this a little bit later about sports fan, this whole parody thing.
Yeah.
Sports fans will sit here and criticize a John Morant, a Carmelo Anthony, an SGA. They ball hog, but then criticize a Tyrese Halliburton, a Steve Nash, or a Joker. Oh, they don't go off too much. Which one is it? Like, which one do you want them to do? What's up, YTC? How you doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree with that, and it's like the Pacers are, and I actually like. I'm looking forward to the matchup
Yep.
because I want to see what they do with OKC. I know a lot of people have OKC winning and all that shit, but I think this in terms of basketball, purely just basketball, this would have been a better matchup than seeing the Knicks versus the fucking Pacers. I mean, not the Knicks versus, I mean the Knicks versus the OKC. Off the simple fact that the type of play style that the Indiana and the Pacers have, I don't think OKC has ever dealt with that. and it would be nice to see what their reaction would be to playing against a well-built machine, because that's what they are. The Pacers are, like you said, a well-oiled machine. So it'd be nice to see how they would exploit that. I mean, apart from, of course, SGA foul baiting everywhere, because that's all he knows how to fucking do.
And speaking of that, because you said, why would I take Tyrese over SGA? That's the reason why I'll take him. Tyrese doesn't have the foul bait to get points. He doesn't.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have to foul bait to get points. He doesn't rely on the refs, right?
No, he doesn't.
Because, and by the way, I mean, if SGA was held accountable like any other player was in terms of fouls and flopping and shit, I don't even think they'd be here. But that's another.
Agreed.
That's another.
Agreed.
That's another
And speaking of
conversation.
that, CEO, and I'm gonna have my preview for the finals this Wednesday, so I'm not gonna really speak on that. Let's talk about it, CEO. We're getting some of the best now. For anybody who's not a basketball fan, you look at like OKC and the Pacers, Indiana. Why the fuck would I want to watch that? But we're gonna get some pure basketball in the next couple of days. I can't wait to see it. I'm gonna keep it. I'm not really rooting for anybody, to be honest with you, but we're getting some of the best parody, all the parody that all these sports fans want across board. Football, baseball, basketball. They want parody, CEO. They don't want to see Golden State every fucking year. They don't want to see LeBron every year. They don't want to see the Patriots and the Chiefs every year. Well, we're getting some of that, and they're criticizing the fact that we don't get to see every team every year. They missed the Golden State and Cavs rivalry, CEO. They missed the Boston and Laker rivalry, CEO. And I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And Rozier, you're wrong. Rozier, you're wrong. The NFL has it right. They want dynasties. Sports fans want dynasties. I've been saying this for years. All sports is a big movie. That's all it is. You need a bad guy. You need the little engine that could. Because look at the NBA. Look at it. Parody everywhere, and no one cares.
Listen, and apart from, I guess you could say game one, which we haven't found statistics regarding that, right?
Yeah.
Apart from that, I think that when you looked at especially OKC, because people really, when you look at the rating numbers, especially for OKC games, people really don't like watching SGA play. I don't blame them. Foul baiting clown, right? But and they reflect that. But listen, dynasties, and I hate when people say, "Oh my," like this pisses me off, because it's like, okay, I don't have a problem with watching OKC and the Pacers. I'm actually looking forward to it because I like basketball, and I'm not one of these people that are like, "Oh shit, it's Indiana and the fucking Oklahoma." So I don't really care about that at the end of the day, because I'm not watching the cities play. I'm watching the players play, right? So that really doesn't matter to me all that much. Obviously, I would prefer Boston, not because it's a big market, because that's my team. Now, when it comes to these, people are like, "Oh my God, we got OKC and the Pacers. Oh my God, like who wants to watch Indiana versus Oklahoma, right?
Yeah.
Who's gonna watch? Like, this is gonna be the worst finals ever." And I'm just like, okay, then all right. So basically, there's a large swath of sports fans that don't care about who's playing the players. They don't care about the players. They don't care about the basketball, or how good the matchups are going to be. They don't care about none. They only care about, is the city populated enough? And by the way, who if the only entity that should care about whether the cities are populated enough and whether it can reach enough audiences is the fucking NBA. That's the only people that should care about the executives at the NBA, Adam Silver, the fucking ownership. That's the only people that realistically give a shit about, okay, yes, would they ideally want Boston versus LA in the finals? Yes, they would. All right. They would, idealistically speaking. But as fans, we shouldn't care about that. We shouldn't really care about the numbers, because that's not why I'm watching basketball. Like I don't care about. I don't care that New York is more populated than Indiana when I'm watching sports. That just doesn't cross my fucking mind, right? So at least as a fan watching the sport. Now, if I was an executive working for the NBA, I would care a lot about that, right?
Yes.
So, but it's just like yes, the only reason I'm upset about the matchup is because my team's not fucking in it. That's about it. But it's not because Indiana's playing OKC. And by the way, these are two poverty franchises.
Yep.
One of them has to come out with the ring.
Yep.
So I mean, I guess that's not good enough. That's not a good enough narrative for people. And by the way,
Well, I've been hearing for years, oh, we want more parity. We want more. You're getting parity. The NBA should be the NBA should be more popular than the NFL. We're getting the most parity right now, but no one cares. CEO, right? Speaking
yes,
of the game. You know what? So you have the NBA came in around late 60s, right?
yeah,
So you have what gets glorified? The 80s with Magic and Bird, the 90s with Jordan, the 2000s with the Lakers in Boston, the 2010s with the Warriors and LeBron James, the Cleveland Cavaliers, right? Or the
yeah,
Miami Heat, wherever
right.
LeBron went, because he's a team within himself. You know what decade gets erased, CEO? The
Yeah,
fucking 70s. You know why? Because there was no dynasty at all. The
right,
70s had at least, I think, 8 different teams win the
right.
finals, and nobody cares about it.
Yeah,
Nobody. Zilch.
you're correct. But you know what's funny, RJ? These
Yep.
NBA finals, which has been, by the way, which have been a disaster class for my Boston Celtics.
Yep.
So this isn't like me being a homer or anything, right?
Yeah.
Because my this to me these have been one of the most entertaining NBA playoffs that I've experienced personally.
Exactly.
For me, like I don't remember a time in my life where I have enjoyed playoff basketball to the level of which I've enjoyed it this season. Right
Yep.
now, I don't know if that's because I like the parity or I like the unpredictability. Because guess what? When you don't have, and yes, do people like dynasties? Yes, but when you, for people like, at least for people like me, right? Maybe I'm obviously speaking for the minority because people obviously like dynasties. But there's something really nice about the unpredictability in a series. Like we have seen some of the craziest games in NBA history, RJ, in this playoff run.
Mm-hmm.
We have seen some of the most unpredictable games, well, some of the closest, tightest, nerve-wracking games in these series. We have. So my thing is, if you don't like that, then either you're biased because your team's not in it and you're a fan of a major sports city, right?
Yep.
Or you just don't like basketball, which is fine. I mean,
That's the facts.
which is fine. You're just one of those people like, okay, and I'm not talking about if you're casual. I'm talking about like the super casual, like this, like for example, and I'll use YTC an example. YTC watches soccer once every 4 years, and that's only to watch the World Cup. Like that's not even a casual soccer. That's like a super casual, right?
Yeah.
So unless you're like a super casual where you watch basketball every other year, maybe. Like if you don't like watching good basketball, because that's what we've been getting, apart from watching SGA play basketball, of course.
Yeah.
Apart from watching SGA play basketball, we've been seeing some good playoff basketball this playoff run. So my thing is, then you probably just don't like it. You don't like basketball. Your whole what you like is just popular teams playing for the sake of playing,
That's
irregardless of the actual basketball. So
that's a whole fact. Where I'm, if it was say like my Knicks weren't in it,
yeah,
say like my Knicks, weren't in the playoffs, I will love. I mean, I still love these playoffs, but I will love this playoffs even more
yeah,
because you're getting the unpredictable. A team is about to win their first NBA championship. This is what fans, and this is my problem. I have no problem with fans liking dynasties. I have no problem with that. My
no,
problem is, for years, I had to hear about fans bitch about Tom Brady, bitch about the Cleveland Cavaliers with LeBron, bitch about Golden State Warriors with fucking KD. You like dynasties. Just be honest. I I don't know if it's sports fans like trying to like delude themselves that the NBA, NFL, Major League
yeah,
Baseball is not an entertainment league.
yeah,
I don't know if it's them trying to delude. Like, I'm not saying it's a movie or whatever, but I'm saying there are certain things that you like about it because it is a movie. And there's certain things that the leagues do to still make it a movie because that's how you make money. Plain and simple.
yeah. No, I totally agree with that sentiment. But listen, this whole thing, it's like when you have a dynasty, right? It's kind
Uh-huh.
of like people are like, listen, bro, I'm so tired of watching Mahomes go to the Super Bowl. This is sickening, right? Like, this is usually the line. Or I'm tired of watching the Patriots go. When are we ever going to get some change? When are we ever going to get some new faces? Some this is all that is people are angry that their team isn't relevant,
Yep.
and they're angry that their team isn't in the playoffs and can compete. But when their teams, apart from the team that's in the playoffs, all the other people just don't care, and they're bitching about. Listen, and by the way, the ratings do show that dynasties work. So
I'll give you an example. People
yeah,
don't like Mahomes, right?
yeah,
Wasn't the Eagles, Ravens, both games and the 49ers game breaking records and shit? But
yeah,
meanwhile, CEO, so from 2000 to 2005, right? Mahomes has
yeah.
been in the Super Bowl. They've been breaking records. You know the one Super Bowl Mahomes wasn't in? The Rams and Bengals. How many fucking people talk about that Super Bowl to this day? 3 years
No,
later, 2 years later, CEO.
honestly, when you bring up that Super Bowl, bro, it's just like every time you bring it up, I'm like, oh shit, I totally forgot about that.
You forget about it.
And it's not because I dislike that Super Bowl matchup. It's just that people want, first of all, people need a villain. There is no villain in parody. There's just is
No.
like I don't like SGA's game. You can hate on that and stuff like that. But it's like, do you really dislike these people that are fucking poverty? It's really hard to dislike them because they're poverty. So it's just like it's hard to dislike anybody when there's a lot of parity. It makes for, in my opinion, it makes for good, like good sport, right? Like I think it's a good thing. A lot of teams, it's a good, a lot of mystery, a lot of upsets. I like that shit. When it's dynasties, it's usually understood that the team that's superior was just going to win. So listen, when it comes to this shit, sports fans are fucking hypocrites.
Yeah.
Okay,
Dumb.
they don't like parody because if they did, the numbers wouldn't be so ass every time
They will
there is
show it.
parody.
They will show. I mean, bro. I mean, like, listen, man. I've been saying this for years. You either die a hero or you live long enough to be the villain. That's what the Chiefs are. That's what the Patriots are, and it worked in sports. Nobody likes unpredictability in sports. No one likes it. They can sit here and bitch about it and complain about it, but guess what? If Mahomes is in the Super Bowl next year, everybody's going to watch. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
The NFL is probably scared of shit right now because the Chiefs got exposed. Like, damn, what if Buffalo really goes to the Super Bowl? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, what if they go? Like, what if the Texans or the Ravens fluke up and go to the Super Bowl? How the ratings gonna be? Especially if they blow out the other fucking team.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where it's I mean, when it comes to like it takes a real fan of the sport to like parody. That's the
And that's the thing. That's the thing that I'm so glad you reminded me of. That's the thing. We're real fans. I'm a real fan, so I will enjoy this NBA matchup. I enjoyed that Rams Bengals Super Bowl. It was very entertaining. You know what I'm saying? I know CEO very enjoyed it because the Bengals lost.
yeah.
But at the same time, it was an enjoying Super Bowl because I'm a fan. There's more casual fans than are real fans. The casual fans, you got to catch them like how it's in the movies. You got to catch them with that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Someone asked a question. Real question. Do y'all think the Eagles are going to be a dynasty? No, I do not.
No. What kind of who asked the skeleton?
No, the random editor.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm saying maybe he was. Nah, I don't see it. I mean, they're going to go to the playoffs, no doubt about it, unless they have a serious injury. They're going to go to the playoffs, but I mean, nah.
Yeah, I don't really see it.
You know what I'm saying? Will it going be hard going back to back this upcoming season because the AFC is getting stronger while the NFC is improving? Yeah, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? But the whole point is that if the Chiefs are not in the AFC Championship game, the NFL is shitting. No, you're gonna rely on Joe Burrow. You're gonna rely on Josh Allen, John Harbaugh, and his amazing coaching. Hell, maybe the Texans might fluke up and get their CEO. We never know.
Yeah.
And then the NFC the NFC is literally the NBA is literally the NFL of the NBA, where we don't know who's coming out the NFC. I know the Eagles just won. I get that. At the same time, we don't know. It's not for long league. That's the reason why they call it that.
Yeah, I mean, that is the whole fact.
Yeah. Speaking of that, you put a topic in here, CEO. Media pushing OKC as the next dynasty proves that the intentional bias for SGA and international players. I agree 100%. I agree 100% with that. I actually have a docu series coming out of two docu series of the NBA and their Black American hate videos that I'll be dropping that sometime in the summer. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of docu series for you guys, but yes, absolutely 100%. This SGA love is beyond horrible.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's nice seeing the chat without no SGA dick sucker here currently. So I'm happy with that.
Yeah, let's not speak about that. Maybe he's like Beetlejuice. He might pop over. Say his name 3 times.
But listen, when it comes to it's so blatantly obvious. It's like when it comes to James Harden, yeah, the league, I guess, tried to push him a little bit, but not really, because every time he was in the playoffs, he was held accountable for his stupidity in terms of foul baiting. And guess what that got him? No chips, uh, like no appearances, right? When he was the main star, it's just. But all of a sudden, right, when it comes to foul baiting, this Canadian comes up here, right?
Yeah.
Foul baits higher than anyone we've probably seen in our lifetimes. And all of a sudden, in the playoffs, they call it something they never did before. They'll call it. They call it for this asshole, right? They didn't call it for Harden, who was a foul baiting master, right? But all of a sudden, they called it for this asshole consistently throughout the playoffs, which is
You know it's funny, right, CEO? This is like this. You know what makes the point even more like, blatant?
yeah.
You have a guy who plays exactly like SGA in New York with the New York market. No amount of calls. Like Brunson doesn't get it nearly the amount of calls that fucking SGA gets.
No, and not of course that's also the case, but when we looked at the MVP and seeing how SJ won it in a landslide, knowing that Jokic was the better player, and if he even if he still won it and it was a tight race, you can make it. You can say, well, he won it in a tight race, so it was fair, but he won it in like a landslide.
Yep.
So Jokic wasn't even in the conversation. So obviously there is a push for this nigga, right? They're trying to push specifically SGA. I'm not sure if this is the NBA's way of trying to get more stupid Canadians to watch the sport, right? I don't know what it is, but when it comes to SGA specifically, they give him the calls they wouldn't give to anybody else. And I feel like this is their way of saying, okay, listen, we got a top tier Canadian player. We already got a top tier what's that asshole's from Lithuania?
Lithuania, yep.
Where's Jokic from?
Sevilla,
So,
Savalia,
so
something
it's
like
all right.
that.
It's just like, all right, we got this asshole from Canada. We got the Eastern Europeans on lockdown with Luca and Jokic. And by the way, the funny thing is hilarious that Halliburton didn't win the MVP in the Eastern Conference Finals. He didn't win it. It was a Cameroonian named Pascal Siakam, right?
Yep.
Who ironically, which is funny enough, they made such a big deal about the fact that he's from Cameroon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also,
look at
see,
all
also
fuck.
see, you're missing the big point. Guess who's the next up and coming star? It's a guy out there in San Antonio, Wembenyama.
Yeah, a French idiot, listen, all right, listen, a French asshole. There you go. Listen,
Uh,
it's funny because, by the way, in that series, you could say Pascal Siakam did his thing. Yeah, that's fine. But if Halliburton wasn't playing, they wouldn't have won.
that's
So,
a fact.
so my thing is, and I know it was biased because Halliburton was literally expecting himself to win the MVP, obviously because he was the most important player in that series. But
Yeah.
an American player, which is Halliburton's an American player. So,
Yep.
but no, they decided to go with Pascal Siakam. And funny enough, all throughout social media, throughout all these pages and these websites, the first Cameroonian to win the Eastern Conference, blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
Like you're telling me that shit's not intentional?
I've been saying it for years. I've been saying it for years. I had my docu-series coming out. I've been saying I was correct. I've been saying it for years. I didn't even just realize. Yeah, they gave Siakam the fucking MVP over fucking Halliburton. You out of your fucking mind? Halliburton literally broke a record for the Indiana Pacers for most triple doubles. You gave it to Siakam? Come on, man. And Siakam was good, but come on, stop it, dog.
Bro, you know what's funny, bro? I wouldn't be surprised if the Knicks won
Yep.
the series if they gave it to they gave the MVP to OG just so they could say, "Oh, one of the first London players in New York to ever win shit."
He's from London?
Yeah, he was born in London. Yeah,
Or hell, they'll give the cat. He's Dominican.
like there's a certain because I feel like, and all these dumbasses, because by the way, NBA does have a lot of idiot fans, right?
Oh, of course, yes.
Because a lot of these fans when because I watched that post where you showed me about the ratings, right? The Complex News post. I went in the comments to check it out,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And then I saw all these idiot basketball things. See, this is why the NBA is about to beat the NFL, which is false. The NBA is about to beat the NFL. It's because they pander to the global audience and good job on the NBA because only Americans watch the NFL. I'm like, well, that's why they're more successful.
Yeah. See, right?
Yeah,
So I was talking to Brandon, right?
yeah,
And we were talking about the UFC. And we were talking about the whole Aspinall and John Jones thing, right?
yeah.
And he was saying the UFC has horrible promotion now. And I said they're horrible at making new stars. I don't disagree. I honestly think, and of course, Conor McGregor and what's his name, Alex Pereira are the exception. But overall, you need Americans to make the sport bigger. I've been saying this. American stars get over internationally more than international players get over with the whole world. I've been saying this for years. Dog. Do you finally see it now?
Yeah. I mean, because if you look at when you look at, I mean, for the UFC, when you look at, for example, before, yeah, because you got to look because the exception, of course, being Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor and Alex Pereira.
But when you look at who were like super famous in their time, even though they weren't the best fighters, I mean, obviously you got John Jones.
Yep.
Because after that, it was what's his name? Ronda Rousey was super fucking famous, and she was a woman,
Rampage Jackson.
right? And remember, Brock Lesnar was really big in the UFC.
And these guys are not even good.
They're not good. That's what I'm saying. They're not good.
Other
For
than
the
John,
exception of John Jones, everyone's pretty ass.
like Kimbo Slice was a big name. He was a street fighter, dog. Like, come
Yeah.
on, bro. Boxing. Look at boxing. Canelo, other than Canelo and Manny Pacquiao, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Floyd Mayweather, all American. All American.
I like I like Pacquiao and all these people, right?
Of course, yes, of course.
But there's no one. Listen, bro, Mike Tyson hasn't been relevant in fighting since when?
2000. His last fight was in 2003, somewhere around there.
Or somewhere around there, right?
Yep.
And people was lining up to go watch this nigga fight this dumbass YouTuber.
Yep.
Like, there was, when it comes to like impact in the sport, there was very few people. Well, there was no one internationally that made the impact that I think Mike Tyson did in terms of the boxing viewership and all that shit.
Yeah.
So listen, the reason the NBA does not beat the NFL is because the NFL, even though they're trying to expand internationally, which might be their downfall, by the way.
Yeah.
But taking away the last few years of them trying to play games in Brazil and Mexico and that dumb shit, right?
Yeah.
Apart from that, they had so much influence in America because y'all have to understand, America is like over 300 million people are in America. Like America, it may be a country, bro, but literally all the states in America are as big as countries. Like,
Yeah.
like there are countries out there Like when you look at France is what, like the size of fucking Virginia or some shit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you have to think about America as like multiple countries, right?
Yep.
And that's why the NFL has been so successful, because they've focused all their resources for them until recently, right? But they have focused all their resources into the American populace. And what generally is popular in America, not all the time, but what generally is popular in America always becomes popular internationally.
It's just something we have is called charisma. See, I'll put it to you like this, right?
Yeah.
Let's compare. All right, you know what? I'll put it to you like this. Let's talk about the fighting game before we get into team sports. Let's look at John Jones is the
Hmm.
most popular UFC fighter ever, right? We can
Okay.
agree on.
Yeah.
He can be popular in Mexico, and he can be in where's Alex Pereira from Brazil?
Brazil. Yeah.
And he's popular in Brazil. I promise you that. Alex Pereira, he's semi-popular in America, right?
Yeah.
He's
Semi.
very popular in Brazil.
Very
In
popular. Yeah.
Mexico, no one gives a fuck or probably knows who Alex Pereira is.
No. Well,
In Germany, no one gives a fuck or probably even knows who Alex Pereira is, but they
yeah.
probably know who John Jones is. Let's take it to the sports
All
world,
right.
CEO.
Yeah, but I want to point out something,
Go ahead.
because we remember the most influential fighter in all of UFC history is Conor McGregor. He's an Irishman, right?
Yep.
Shout out to the Irish people. I like Irish people. I think they're fun.
I have
But
no problem with him.
but when it comes to Conor McGregor, yes, he's very charismatic. He's a great shit talker and all that. We get that.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason he got super famous was because he was on the American stage in front of the American mic, in front of the American audience.
Yeah.
Like
He
I said,
acted American.
in America, right?
Yep.
So, and by the way, like I said, I like my Irish people. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Irish. But as much as I like you Irish people, unlike the faggot French people, right? As much as I like you, your population is only 5 million, bro. That's less than Virginia, my nigga.
That's tough.
So what you have to understand is that the American stage, the American mic, the American swag, all that, yes, McGregor was very charismatic, and he had his own skills. We're not trying to take it away from him, but when you take that and put it on the American stage in front of the American cameras, it blows up.
Yep.
So what's popular here, not always, but usually becomes popular everywhere else.
Everywhere.
Like for example, music, the United States. Like, I'm sorry, I mean, you're gonna hear a lot of Drake songs get played in the Caribbean.
Michael
I,
Jackson.
Michael Jackson. You're gonna get a lot of Michael Jackson songs getting played everywhere in the world. But let's just use the Caribbean for example,
Yep.
or no, let's just use France. You're gonna get a lot of Drake, a lot of people playing Drake in France, for example.
Yep.
Nigga, I don't know one French asshole that we listen to over here.
Nope. Or hell, we don't listen to it. Do you think Mexico's listening to it, CEO? You
No,
think Germany's listening to it? It's this, bro. Stop with this shit. People need to realize that shit. There's a reason why Jeremy Lin was only popular in China and so in America, and Michael Jordan's popular all around the world. And even if you don't want to go to Jordan, Kobe.
yeah.
Come on. Kobe might be more popular in China than fucking Jeremy Lin is. Just saying.
I mean, listen, bro. And again, this isn't uh this isn't to disparage populations. For example, when you look at like Kobe, he was popular in fucking Japan.
Yep.
Like, it's just when you focus on the American audience, because you got to understand, this is 300 million people. All right, like. And by the way, there's apart from Chinese food, I don't know anything about China apart from Chinese food. I'm like, I know the history and shit and all that. Like, I'm very well versed in that. But in terms of like what's popular in China, right? Like their artists. Like, I don't know one artist in China.
I don't
And
know.
and if it wasn't for the If it wasn't for Chinese players playing in the U.S. sports or whatever shit like that, I wouldn't know any Chinese athletes.
Prime example: Shohei Ohtani, or is he Japan? I don't know.
Yeah, he's from Japanese, but the point still stands because I wouldn't know who he was if he didn't play in the U.S.
Yeah, bro, if there was bro, listen, Americans do things better. They do things better. We don't know. They do things better. Period. End of story. That's just a fact. Like, come on, man. I don't know why this is controversial.
Listen, I don't think we do everything better, right? Our country can be retarded in many ways.
Majority, yes. This is not absolute, but
I will say, when it comes to making shit pop off, there's no one that does it better than America.
Facts. I mean, Shio, I think the most popular movie, the best directed movie or something like that came from China, and no one around the world cared. Meanwhile, Sinners is breaking records all around the world.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you need something, if you want something to be popular, you got to make it popular in America, period. That's what I'm saying. Like,
period.
Like, you're not going to go to fucking some random country in Latin America to make shit popular. All right? This is not happening.
Yeah, facts. To be honest, RJ and CEO, the closest people that probably known globally is maybe Curry and LeBron. That's my point, right? I'm said it before. I'm gonna say it again. Like Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic is very popular in Lithuania. Well, where's he from?
Some asshole Eastern European country.
Some European. He's popular from wherever European country he comes from, and he's semi-popular in America, right? LeBron, no one in Mexico or Germany or Brazil cares about Luka Doncic. Probably don't even know who the hell he is. But LeBron and Curry, they know who they are. Everywhere. Same thing with fighting sports. John Jones, well, not John, Tom, where's Tom Aspinall from?
Where's Tom at? Oh, UK, England.
UK, right? He's popular in UK, right? No one in Mexico gives a fuck about Tom Aspinall. No one. No one gives a fuck about Tom Aspinall. What's the Spanish country? In the DR, right?
Yeah.
But they care about John Jones, though.
Listen,
promise you that.
Listen, apart from the only exception to this, apart from anything in the realm of soccer, right?
Yes.
And by the way, that's because we don't care about it. Because if we cared about soccer, we would dominate every pussy nation in the world. Just to let you know that. We just don't give a fuck about it. But if we did give a fuck about it, I can guarantee you that whatever soccer star we had here would be more popular than Ronaldo or fucking Messi. All right?
I agree 100%. I agree 100%. Bro, listen. If Lamar Jackson or LeBron James was playing soccer, it'll be fucking over. They'll be the most popular. Come on, man. Stop it.
Bro, you Canadians are like literally above us, and you have to come over here to get famous.
Bro, y'all have to play us in hockey to be relevant. Just saying.
Like, Justin Bieber and Drake had to come to America to get this shit started.
And The Weeknd.
So all you Canadian assholes, it's just like, and this all ties into our point, right? To get back to the point that NBA and all this shit needs to stop with the international garbage, right?
Yes.
And if you want to boost the ratings for basketball, focus on the U.S. That's it.
You don't need. That's what I've been saying. Like, you guys, I don't understand it. CEO, this is probably a question for you. Did Bad Bunny have to go to America writing songs to become popular? Yeah, probably. I mean, that's a weird question, but
he's Puerto Rican, but we own that shit. So,
unfortunately,
yeah. So,
you know what I'm saying. But listen, you make stuff popular in America. Period. End of story. You don't have to like it. You don't have to love it. It's just a fact.
Correct. Absolutely.
It's just a fact. Because France can make an NBA themselves, but when being you know how many basketball leagues are all around the world, yet everybody wants to come to the NBA. Why is that?
Yeah, because we know how to pop shit off.
Japan and the DR have multiple baseball companies, yet they want to come to the MLB. Why is that? If the NFL was the same way, you'll have a lot of players want to come play football for us. That's how it is. Get over it. These sports, they need to get over it.
Correct. And if you want to,
maybe CEO, and this is going beyond the skill of sports. Maybe they want to get international so they push all this agenda bullshit on them since they already wore out America with it.
Yeah, because honestly, you don't need to play games internationally. If you want to reach international audience, just make a deal with local broadcasting companies in other countries so they can watch games from America. That's really that simple. Like,
yeah, facts.
You don't need to go to Mexico and Brazil to get
China
or the fucking Congo to put. By the way, you're putting these players at risk.
Yes, I agree. Stop it.
Like what the players? I think the players needed armed security, like military grade armed security when they went to fucking Brazil.
Yeah, they couldn't wear certain colors. They both had to wear white. It was Eagles and Packers. They both had to wear white because green's like a gang culture. Well, it's like, yeah, why are you like that? Still boggles my mind. Like
you had these assholes in military convoys to protect them in between transport. Like, what the fuck?
Like, dog. But yeah, they care about player safety, though, CEO. We're going to take away hitting, CEO, but we're going to send them to gang culture and not have them wear green. Yeah. Player safety, though.
Yeah, fuck out of here, bro.
How about India when it comes to popping things off? They don't have more people than America. No one gives a fuck about India, nigga. Who cares about India?
When it comes to popping things, they don't have more. No, they have more people than America. It's just the fact that they're just not as like. Listen, the Indian athletes are super popular in India.
Yeah, I can't name one. What Indian athlete can you name, CEO?
Athlete?
Yeah, athlete.
Zero.
Zero.
Like zero. Literally zero. Like there's no Indian athletes, and the only. I don't even like. Listen, I'm not saying that you can't be popular in India because there's like 1 billion people over there.
Yeah,
you can be popular, but you're only popular really in India because there's no one in fucking Latin America listening to some Indian artists. I'm just sorry, this is not really happening. Like,
facts, CEO. I bet that's probably easier to watch other pro sport languages than watching basketball through an NBA app. If you know, you know. Yeah, like it's beyond fucking ridiculous, bro. Like, no, like Rozier, are you one of these globalist motherfuckers?
Yeah. And by the way, because I know some people probably listen to this and be like, "Oh, these American assholes think they're superior and shit," right?
No.
By the way, I mean, even though it is true, but no, it's not because of that. It's because
I criticize America the most.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
you shouldn't ignore facts.
Listen, America is a country of retards, if we're being honest. Okay,
yes,
so it's not like we're talking about strictly based on making shit popular. There's just no one that does it better, and that's just a fact.
Entertainment wise, that's a fact. When it comes to music, movies, sports, like it's just a fucking fact. You can't deny the data. You can't deny the history. It's not our fault.
Bro,
it's not our fault. Go ahead.
This country makes anything popular, bro. You got animals with YouTube channels with millions of followers. Like this fucking like there's nothing in this country that you can't go become famous. Like we make memes famous, we make dumbasses famous, we make bro. There's nothing we haven't not made famous.
We made snapbacks famous.
Like
we made TikTok famous, nigga.
Yeah.
There's a reason why China was pushing it in America. Hello.
Yeah.
Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Come on, bro. like we can't ignore the facts.
Like clothing brands, like Nike's is fucking everywhere. You got unfortunately Disney's everywhere, which is something I don't want because Disney's a fucking horrible company.
But and that's something we criticize America for. I criticize America for all this bullshit, but at the same time, it's a fact. They make it popular. Like, come on. Like, stop being with the bullshit, bro. You guys are just a bunch of fags, I swear.
Yeah, and by the way, why are you trying to convince a bunch of niggas that only want to play soccer to watch another sport? That's just not going to work for you. I'm just sorry. It's not. Like,
no, that's a fact, CEO, right? Everybody in the world loves soccer, but people outside the country want us to watch it so bad. Why is that? Because they want to make soccer popular, more popular than what it is, even though it's the most popular sport in the world. like come on, man.
What interest? Like, I don't care how much advertising, how much money you put into Brazil. you're not going to make soccer, or you're not going to make football or basketball more popular than soccer. You're just not. Okay, like it's. I mean, okay, maybe you can make it the second most watched sport in the country, but that's about it.
Yeah, America makes everything famous. Look at the Kardashians. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
unfortunately.
unfortunate fact.
Yeah, why didn't I mean? Aren't they fucking Armenian? Why didn't they become famous in fucking Armenia?
Because they came over here. They came
Like,
over here. Like, it is what it is. I mean, it's a double-edged sword. I mean, but we can make Michael Jordan famous, but we have to make these fucking big lip bitches fucking famous too.
is it me or do you see little crowns in the chat? Is that no? Is that a new thing?
A little what?
You see those purple crowns?
I don't see purple crowns anywhere.
Oh, I mean, are you on your laptop?
Yes.
Why do I see purple crowns on the?
Purple crowns. You mean I think those are moderated. You talking about that?
No,
That's a mod wrench.
no, it's not because I just clicked on it and it says community leaderboard. What the fuck is it?
I have no idea. I don't
Oh,
see
okay.
any.
Hey, I think listen, assholes. I think whoever chats more gets more points in the chat or something. So it's like a game. I think YouTube plays. So
Uh,
currently, Najee is number one most commentator. You know, this asshole's beating you. That's very upsetting.
I gotta see that. Hold on, let me see something. Turn this down.
Like,
Oh, I see it now.
hey, listen, random. You don't even have a crown, random editor, because you're not commenting enough. You're letting Najee, with his dumb assery, be all of you.
He's number 2 right now.
Like Najee, it says number one for me, but not listen. Najee,
No.
not
Random American number 2.
oh, okay. Listen, Najee's stupidity is spreading on the chat like wildfire.
Yeah, Josh. Fuck, yo, Josh. Say something, you bitch. I don't want Rozier, Najee's faggot ass fucking. This dude's a retard. The clown. Come on, man. Dude doesn't get shit right, and you got Josh over here fucking just putting laughing emojis and shit. Random editor, say something, dog. I know you're upset that fucking the Chiefs lost 5 months ago, and your fucking Golden State lost. Say something, bro. Say something.
Oh shit, Michael is at number three. Let me see.
I don't see
Oh,
much.
oh yeah, Michael is at number three. Yeah, that's weird.
Yo,
Wow, why?
you guys are fucking fags. I swear.
Yo, that's so weird that YouTube did this.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? You know what it probably is? You're probably on your phone and I'm on my laptop, so that's probably why it's not showing it.
No, actually, I do have my phone, but I am on the computer, so I'm seeing it on the computer.
Oh, okay, got you. Let's see. You put something else in here. Talk about Anthony Edwards. What the fuck?
I'm what people are talking about with KC, New England, and Golden State or Cleveland. Also, Rihanna's from Barbados. Exactly. They know about. I didn't like. I'm pretty sure RJ didn't know that Barbados was a country.
I know what Barbados is. I can't point it on the map, but I know it exists somewhere.
Well, I don't know any people from Barbados, so I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I have zero knowledge on that country. Zero.
Other than Rihanna's from there.
Other than Rihanna's from there.
The Zion Williamson thing. So Zion Williamson's been accused of rape. Am I allowed to? I don't go. I'm not making money off of this shit. He's been accused of that shit. And CEO, what's your thoughts on it?
All right. So apparently, this woman said that she's been abused multiple years, right?
Yeah.
By Zion. She's been abused. I guess sexually, physically, emotionally, and I guess financially.
Yeah, Zion. Yeah, okay.
All right, so listen, I looked into the case, and to me, it looks like some hoe just wants money. All right, so that's what it looks like to me. But this is a bigger thing than just a hoe wanting money because all hoes want money. So, but this isn't the first time that Zion has gotten into trouble. This is a multiple repeat offender. First, it was the porn stars, the story with the porn stars. It was the story with first of all, he's still fat. How are you still fat? Like, I mean, bro, you're in year what, 6, 7?
See, I don't know if you know this. He's played 0 minutes in the playoffs. His whole 7-8 year career, and his team made the playoffs twice. Just saying.
Like you're, and yeah, we get it. When he's on the court, he has great numbers. We get it, but
Yeah.
it's like you're never healthy. You're still fat, which is perplexing to me because like they gave you hundreds of millions of dollars not to be fat, and you're still fat. So like you're literally getting paid to not be fat, and you're still fat. So that's just kind of annoying to me. And he doesn't take his health seriously for the game. Maybe if he didn't eat, maybe if he wasn't fat, he wouldn't be as injury prone. I don't know. Maybe that's a crazy idea, right? Um,
Yeah.
he keeps getting into situations with baby mamas, porn stars. By the way, why are you dealing with porn stars? I mean, what? Uh, what? All right, so this goes back to your point basically that this nigga is the biggest bust in NBA history.
Yep. Yo, are you coming around to my point, CEO?
I mean, I always kind of agree with your point, but it was hard because you always had the likes of who was that nigga that Stephen A. always made fun of?
Max Kellerman.
No, I forgot that nigga that was
Oh, Kwame Brown.
Kwame. You had Kwame, but you know what? Maybe because we were young, we were really young babies at that point. Maybe we
Yeah.
didn't understand, or we weren't around then. But I doubt that the expectations that Kwame had were to the level of what people expected Zion to be.
Yep.
And I say what you want about Kwame, but I don't remember him doing retard shit. All right, so
No.
listen, you have two players. You have Kwame and you had the other bust nigga, Anthony. What was it, Anthony? Anthony Bennett, right? You had to listen. Say what you want. They just couldn't play because they weren't good enough. It is what it is. But with this nigga, it's like you're good enough. But what makes it worse because you're good enough, because we see you on the court when you're healthy and you play. We know you're good enough. We know you have the talent, but you're just lazy. You don't take your nutrition seriously. You get in trouble with whores, okay? And you're circulating the media for the upteen time on pure bullshit, not about your play, not about how you're gonna overtake LeBron as the next NBA face for American players. No, none of that, right? None of that. Just
Nope.
about how you gained another 20 pounds in the off season. That's the kind of news we get from you, nigga. So uh officially it has to be the biggest bust on not on potential, not on playability, off of just how big of a disappointment you are.
Huge disappointment. I've been saying this. My case was about it is that I said this. I said he's the biggest bust in NBA history because the expectations that he has it. There's something people. I firmly believe people are born with charisma. There's certain people that have, and I hate to use this word, but
Yeah.
there's certain people that have aura, and there's certain people that don't have aura. Kwame didn't have aura. Anthony Bennett didn't have aura. Zion Williamson had that. Not only is he not capitalized, bro. Zion Williamson. When's the last time we cared about a college basketball player other than Cooper Flag? And Cooper Flag had nowhere near the popularity that Zion Williamson had.
No.
He had the potential to be it. He's not it. He
Bro.
can't stay healthy, and also he has all this dumb stuff going on off the field. That's why I say he's the biggest bust in NBA history. Period. End of story.
Bro, Zion broke his shoe playing a basketball game, right? He ripped through his shoe.
Yep.
And that was front page news for like the last week.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he was in college and he broke his shoe, like that was front. Like, can you imagine that he broke his shoe and that was front page news for like a week straight?
Yeah.
Like the guy was LeBron. The guy was next. He was given the crown prematurely.
Fuck Derek Carr, by the way, too.
Derek, oh, what the fuck?
Yo, what's good, RJ? I heard the smoke You had for me. I'm here now. What's up? You're here now. Go away, bro. Just like your career. Go away, please. Go ahead.
Yo, but like I was saying, like he was literally the league pushed so hard to give him the crown next after LeBron. Because LeBron was around. How old was he at the time? Like
He was like 30. He was in his late 30s.
I mean, yeah, he was in LeBron was in his 30s. But the league was having visions of Zion Williamson taking the throne as the
Taking
next
the tour.
as the next face, and he was an American, right? So that was the whole point.
He has flashes. He had it.
He had the athleticism that they were looking for. He had the flash with the dunks. He had he had the he had everything. I mean, he was an American. He was supposed to be the next face of the league. And bro, the sad thing is, bro, like we all know what an idiot John Moran is, and he's still more like irrelevant than you are, bro. Like, how is that possible, bro?
Facts.
I'm, and it's upsetting because it's just like you had it. It's what's worse. There's nothing worse than someone who has the talent, has the potential, but just refuses to get it together. Versus someone who tries hard, they play hard, they just don't have it. Like it's
Yeah.
what's worse is somebody wasting away the potential. Like it's just, and that's why he probably is the biggest bust in NBA history. Period.
It sounds like CEO's finally. CEO, you can add this to the list of when I say stuff prematurely and then you come around months later. You know what I'm saying, CEO? Welcome to the club. Like, come on, CEO. Come on, man.
I mean, listen, I want to refute it because he's not the worst prospect we've seen, right? And I think that's what most people refer to as like the biggest bust. It's like, oh my god, you just stink. He doesn't stink at basketball, right? He
Yeah.
just he's just so irresponsible on all phases of being like every single phase of being professional in the sport of basketball. He fails at it tremendously to the point where you're just like saying this is worse than someone who has no talent.
But I
Like
mean, even
so,
with that, I mean, CEO, he has all this talent, but he can't stay on the. That might be more worse than sucking. Like you
yeah, it
actually have the
is.
talent.
It is
You
because
come
at
on.
some point you can't blame Anthony Bennett or Kwame for sucking, even though they try hard. It's just they're just not good enough, and you failed as a team to scout properly. That's pretty much it. But when it comes with Zion, it's like no, you scouted properly. The guy is great at playing basketball. He's just an irresponsible fuck.
Exactly.
So
Like, come on,
now,
man.
listen. A lot of people can he possibly revive his career if he moved to another team?
Sure.
Um, listen, Nola's not exactly because obviously now we know Zahn likes to eat. He likes good food, and he apparently likes to deal with whores on the regular. So, if he first of all, he can't go to no place like New York or LA, not out of the question. All right. If you want him to maybe possibly revive his career, he would need to go to the mountains of fucking Utah. All right, like
Yeah.
that. That's where he needs to go. The mountains of Utah, where there's a fucking playing for the Jazz with a bunch of Mormons around him. That's pretty much where he needs to go if he plans to ever be, and if he plans to salvage his career to any degree.
Hey, Danny Ainge, you might want to go get him. You might want to go get him, man. Listen, he's the biggest bust in NBA history. I'm looking at the overall scheme of things. This guy was supposed to be it. It wasn't supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be Ja. It wasn't supposed to be Ant. It wasn't supposed to be. They had to pick up these guys because Zion fucked up. Come on, man. Like, come on, man.
No,
It's,
like the only
what's up,
the
Evan?
like because listen, the Pelicans are going to move on from him because what's the point? They're probably tired of dealing with the shit. Um,
Yeah.
but again, like if you're a team, for example, if New York wants to make a move, don't bring that nigga in. I know a lot of people are thinking, oh, Zion would be a good fit. I'm like, do you really want to put Zion's uh, food addicted, booty addicted ass in New York?
No.
Like, what's the best place for him? Utah, maybe Milwaukee.
Oh,
Um,
what about Denver?
I guess Denver could. Like, what's the most obscure? Apart from Utah, Utah's probably the most obscure like place ever. So,
Toronto.
no, Toronto has a lot of.
Oh yeah, Toronto. Yeah, they got some strip clubs out there.
Listen, you know what? Indiana would probably be another place.
Yeah.
He needs to go someplace like that. Like, stay away from California. You're banned from any California team. Stay away from New York. Stay away from New York. Stay away from
Miami.
Florida. No
Florida, yeah. Orlando, no. Texas, no.
No, stay the fuck away from Texas. Go wherever there's a shit ton of whites and they're fucking super religious. And that's why I picked Utah with a bunch of fucking Mormons.
Or maybe, I just thought about this. Hey, Cleveland. Donovan with fucking Zion.
I mean, yeah, I could see it, but there's not in Cleveland, right?
No, not that I know Cleveland. I mean, this is a white fucking mid-state, cold as shit area to me.
Shit. I would say, he can go play in Portland because that's an irrelevant ass place. But
yeah,
Portland, he can go play there. Trailblazers are so fucking irrelevant.
Nah, Sacramento is too close to California.
You're right.
California,
yeah, he needs to say, yeah, you're right. It's too close to no Arizona for you. That's
no Chicago has too many clubs. No,
Chicago. You got it. Now, you know what? Utah should go. Does Utah even have any stars?
I don't fucking. What's his name? Sexton. Colin Sexton.
Okay, so they have nobody. All right.
No.
But that means they probably have a shit ton of draft picks, no?
Yeah, they do, definitely.
All right, so there you go. Go play for Utah, make them somewhat relevant.
Come on, man.
No, someone said Minnesota. I don't see Ant and that nigga working out.
No, hell no. Trade Zion to Russia for one of their hoopers. Yeah, good luck with that. Like, they have absolutely nothing there other than a mall. Yeah, that's the only place he could work.
Now, I know you were talking about the whole conspiracy. I know one of your videos about the conspiracy about Dallas.
Yep.
With Cooper Flag. So, you don't think it's because Nico Collins is like retarded, right? You think it's because
No, I don't.
You think it's because it was rigged?
Well, for this now, Nico Collins did let Jalen Brunson walk. He did do that stupid stuff with Curry, yes. But for this Luka thing, I don't think it was him. I think he was told by Adam Silver. He was told by the owners to be like, hey, fuck up this franchise. Get Luka. Adam Silver's like, put him in L.A. We're going to give you Cooper Flack. And, just it is what it is.
How about – and no, by the way, Najee, no, he can't go to Minnesota. You said, he has nothing other than the mall. There's way too many Cinnabons at the mall, so no. When we're talking about so you don't think they can fool Dallas into trading the Cooper Flag pick for Zion, right?
No, absolutely not.
Wouldn't that be fucking hilarious if they could pull that shit off?
Yeah. Well, I think Dallas could trade that number 1 overall pick for somebody, but that's a video for maybe this week, maybe after my
like, can you imagine just Dallas? They I'm not sure if they're over Luka, but the whole Cooper Flag pick definitely helped them kind of get over it a little bit.
It's like a toxic relationship. It's like the guy just beat the shit out of the girl, and then the guy buys her like some new jewelry.
Can you imagine if this nigga? Can you imagine if this nigga just traded away the Cooper Flag pick for some for a Zion or some shit? Can you imagine? I feel at that point Dallas Mavs would just turn into terrorists.
Yeah, facts. Now they could trade the pick for somebody. I'm not gonna name.
But if you traded for Giannis, that could make sense. Because that's a win now move, right? Because you would have Giannis, Kyrie, and AD.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's a championship contender right there.
Yeah, I think that's a better move. Yeah, I don't know if I'll still make a video about it, but that's a better move, bro. Because we don't know if Cooper Flag is good. We know Zion's good. Giannis is good, and he's only 30.
The only way he can solve Like, do you think a team led by Giannis, AD, and Kyrie could win it all?
Clay, hell yeah. Well, they gotta get rid of Jason Kidd. He's a bozo.
I mean, they can hire Mike Malone.
Right there. Bada boom, bada bing. Right there. Right there. I'll take that. I'll take that team right now. They win the fucking West. Fuck OKC.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only way Nico will ever redeem himself in the eyes of the fans is to win something.
But for this Luka thing, it's like nah. Also, CEO, we have the Paul George finals. His two old teams, Pacers and OKC, are going at it. You know, does this prove the point of the Paul George curse? Because look at the team that he's on right now, CEO. Look at the Sixers.
One of our topics was the Paul George and OKC trade one of the worst trades in NBA history.
Well, the question is, who are you talking about specifically?
For example, OKC traded Paul George to the Clippers, right?
Yeah.
They traded him. They traded just Paul George and the OKC got in return Shy.
Yep.
And all these picks that turned into the team they have now.
Yep.
And now they're in the championship game.
NBA Finals.
And they're in the finals. And the Clippers are about to be in the pits of irrelevance.
See, I want you to also understand this. Two things. Number one, the Clippers don't have a first round pick until 2026, so next year. And the OKC Thunder, not only do they have the reigning MVP and the NBA champion, NBA Finals, with a chance to win an NBA Finals, the OKC Thunder have 4 first round picks this upcoming draft. Just point that out, people.
Hey, listen, bro. All I got to say is Sam Presti knows how to build teams.
Yeah.
I mean, because Jesus Christ, they got rid of the curse, and now they're in the championship game, in the finals. They got rid of. So you're telling me, not like the Clippers. This is definitely one of the worst trades in NBA history. Now looking back at it, right?
Yep.
They gave away Shy, who is now an MVP, even though we know he's a foul baiting bitch. But
yep.
He's still in the finals. You gave away that dude. You acquired a nigga that has done nothing for you. Nothing for you.
Nothing.
And you're stuck with him and that injury prone, which is now washed, Kawhi.
Yep. And Harden.
And in a year or two, that you're gonna have to blow that shit up. So and your poverty.
Still,
because the whole point of getting Paul George was to make a super team, right, quote unquote, to compete, to try to win your first title, right?
Yep.
And it's failed. They're not winning the title.
Nope.
They failed in that endeavor, and now you basically don't have a ton of picks. All the picks that you gave away turned into basically a borderline superstar team, and you're stuck with aging Paul George, injury-prone Kawhi Leonard, who has arthritic knees, Paul George, who is the original Shy, but now stinks because he's
James
old.
Harden.
Yeah, James Harden, and you're gonna have to blow it up in a year or two and start with nothing again. So, damn. I mean, I don't know. I mean, is that a fireable offense? I think that's a fireable offense.
It's a huge fireable offense. The owner needs to sell the team. They need to get out of fucking LA too. Come on, dog. Come on, bro. Who fought? At the time, people really thought that was like, oh man, okay, she's dumb. They're stupid. Yeah, 6 years later.
Listen, bro, I'm just gonna keep it honest. If you're because you don't have any picks. I mean, your next pick's in 2026. If you're the Clippers, I don't see a way out. Like, there's no future. You have no young stars. What's your best road? I mean, the only thing is you could maybe call around to see if maybe someone like the Mavs would be dumb enough to trade for Kawhi.
Yo,
It was so and full of Mavs into thinking that Kawhi and AD and Kyrie could do something.
or maybe I don't even know. Maybe pull off the trade of the century. Try to get maybe trade all your 20, 30 picks for Giannis or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, in my opinion, you got to move off of Kawhi.
Yeah,
This experiment didn't work. Kawhi fell off ever since he went to LA.
yeah. He should stay his ass in Toronto.
Yeah, I mean, because he said, "Oh, you want to be back home? Maybe being in a foreign country where there's nothing to do and there's only coldness. Maybe that served you well. I don't know. Maybe it made you only think about basketball because there's nothing to do."
Yeah, fact. I mean, hey, that's why we said Zion needs to go to Utah.
So they need to move off of him. Listen, if you're a Clippers fan, bro, GG's.
Yeah, sorry, Jordan Francis, bro. Sorry, bro.
Oh yes.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Your team's dumb. And apparently the league only ranks trades for the Lakers, not the Clippers.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, sorry, Josh Johnson too. I know you're a Clippers. Josh is a Clippers. Josh is a fan of just fucking everything. I swear.
Yeah, I don't know what Josh really is a fan of.
Josh, Josh wakes up. He's a Pacer fan one day, then he's a
Spurs
Utah
fan the next day.
Then he's a Eagles fan one day. I don't know. Josh, do you like baseball at all, bro? I swear.
Like, honestly, Josh, your whole team should be just laughing emojis.
Yeah, this should be your whole team, bro. I'm done with the Clippers.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you know what? I'm not even going to blame you. If you're a Clippers fan, you should probably think about moving away. I mean, like, moving out of it, because the team clearly doesn't care about winning. They just got a new stadium, and I think that's the only reason they kept around Kawhi and Paul George, so they can sell tickets to their fans to keep funding the stadium. Like,
yeah. I mean, bro, at least with the Clippers are the B team in LA, right?
Yeah.
At least with the Mets, they have 2 World Series. At least with the Jets, they have 69. What the hell do the Mets? Well, what the hell do the Clippers have?
No, they got nothing. They're done.
Shit, my nigga. Fuck. Have they even ever been to a finals? At least the Nets. At least the Nets been to the finals in 2004 and 2001 or some shit. Come on, man.
I mean, listen. I mean, and the only good thing the Clippers got going for them is they got rid of fucking Paul George. That's about it.
Yeah, that's it. But even that's no.
Now he's he's poisoning the wells in fucking Philly. Which I love, by the way.
Yeah, facts. Paul George curse.
I love that Philly 2-3 years ago was in talks for being a finals team, right?
Yeah.
And now they're fucking irrelevant, and they just played with bullshit. I love it.
Yeah, facts. Clippers have no championships and no finals appearances. That's tough. I was thinking in who's worse, the Clippers or the Suns, but the Suns at least made it to the finals. They did not even they did that by beating the Clippers, ironically. Yeah, the Suns at least went to the finals they went to the finals in the 90s with Charles Barkley, went to the finals against Giannis. Clippers have never ever been to the finals. I missed the pandemic P days.
That's bad.
Evan said that. I don't know why Evan said that, but that's bad. That's really bad.
I'll say this: your hate for Paul George has what a lot of people would consider your irrational hate for Paul George has been redeemed.
Yeah, facts. I mean, come on, man. No, I'm saying. I think I hated Paul George more than I hated Derek Carr. Just Paul George is so irrelevant. I can't shit on him anymore. I can't. He's
Paul
so
George, you know what's sad? It's I know Indiana Pacers fans had Reggie Miller, and then they had Paul George, right? And it was your whole legacy with the Pacers is now destroyed now that Halliburton's in the fucking finals. You're now, people aren't even going to people don't even acknowledge your existence as a Pacer anymore. It's Reggie Miller, and now it's Halliburton.
Yeah, it's fact because Reggie Miller, he made it to a finals. He made it to multiple conference championships. Paul George hasn't done shit.
No. And by the way, he still had a legacy with the Pacers before Halliburton, right? People held him. Now it's gone. No one gives a rat's ass about that nigga.
No one cares. We are the LA Chargers of the NBA, but no finals appearances, but chokes and folds under pressure. That is a fact. If the Pacers beat the Thunder in the finals, would that run be better than the Mavs run in 2011? No, it would
Well,
not. It'd be
I
up
have a
there, but
question.
no.
All right, listen. No, it wouldn't be, right?
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be because they beat LeBron and the Heat.
Yeah.
And that was a super team.
And CEO, they beat the champions before that with Kobe and Pau Gasol.
Like, you got to understand something. Like, Dirk's one championship with that win probably clears any KD championship, any championship KD has. So,
Facts.
that like Dirk can, like, even though he only got one ring, he can sleep good at night knowing that one ring is probably one of the best playoff runs of all time. He beat what a lot of people would consider the GOAT. So
yeah. Or he beat Kobe to get there too. So it's like, yeah. I mean, granted, this will be an impressive win. No question about it. No question about it. And he will deserve a lot of credit. It'll be up there, but not. Dirk's was.
Bro, I remember about it like a year or two ago, right?
Yeah.
People are already talking, like Mavs fans are like, "Oh my god, Luka's way better than Dirk. He eclipsed him. He's gonna be our way better than Dirk." And now look at him.
Yeah, with LA.
Well, with LA, so I'm guessing Dirk is now back in for them. So,
he has to be unless Cooper Flack's gonna take that reign, CEO.
Listen, I like Cooper Flag. I guess you can compare him to the comps I'm hearing are what Jason Tatum. That's what I'm hearing. Which is good, right?
Yeah.
So listen, if he can become a Jason Tatum for them, then I'd say it's a lateral move. You didn't lose anything.
Yeah. I got into an argument with a fag who said KD's move to Golden State wasn't a bitch move and called me stupid because I said otherwise. When it comes to the KD situation, I personally didn't have a problem with it, but I can understand why people did have a problem with it.
Listen, when KD got traded to Golden State, I don't know when he went to Golden State.
When he went there as a free agent, yep.
Listen, I at the time I remember I wasn't mad at it.
Yeah.
I was really enjoying the reactions in the media. I'm not gonna lie. At the time, I was like, I love the people freaking out and talking about why even watch the NBA anymore. Like, that shit was hilarious. Like, niggas freaking out.
But you know what, CEO? They enjoyed it and the ratings showed it. Now we have parity.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
when did Spike Lee become a Yankees fan?
I mean, wasn't he? I mean, he's always in every Knicks game, so I would assume he was a Yankees fan.
Yeah, but like, I never knew he was a Yankees. Spike, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yo, Spike Lee, is it? I always see Spike Lee at the Knicks games with his little get up and shit, looking corny as ever.
Oh wow, I guess he's always been a Yankees fan. Oh, he's Deshaun. I never knew that.
Yo, Spike Lee has to be like the biggest sports fan of all time. Like, does the dude ever miss a fucking Knicks game?
Not that I know of. Not that I fucking know of. Listen, not the fuck that I.
Like, Spike Lee is now known more for being at Knicks games than his whole career. I just want people to know that.
Yeah, he hasn't put out a good movie since. Well, I mean, he has a movie coming out with Denzel, which looks interesting. I actually kind of like the trailer for it, but he hasn't put out a good movie since the 90s. So, him and Stephen A. Smith.
Did you hear that? Busta Rhymes' New York Knicks song. Listen, bro.
No.
Fuck the New York Knicks. All right, I'm happy they lost. All right. Knicks fans don't deserve a finals victory. They don't. They're fucking assholes.
Yes, we do. Right? Yes, we do. You feel me?
Listen, RJ, you know Knicks fans are fucking assholes. All right, y'all don't deserve shit.
Listen, you're a Celtics fan. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
What's wrong with Celtics fans? They don't do shit.
Bro, didn't Celtics fans fucking break into Bill Russell's house and take a shit in his fucking bed because he's black? Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, man, that was like in the 60s or some shit, man. Get the fuck.
Who cares? It still happened.
Listen, Boston fans are civilized people. You know what I'm saying?
Please.
We don't.
Please.
Like Knicks fans are such assholes with their whole bing bong bullshit. Like so
Stop
corny, bro.
it.
Like everything about the
Yo,
Knicks,
you're full of
like
shit.
they got fat asses on the street dancing with the shirt off and fucking Spider-Man niggas on the street just drinking tequila and shit. Y'all are so fucking ghetto, bro. I'm glad y'all didn't win shit. So ghetto.
Yo, stop it. You're full of shit.
Like bro, Boston fans are classy.
No, they're not. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Like, when have you ever seen a Boston fan acting out of place? Come on.
Everywhere.
Like Boston fans, they're very classy people.
No, they're not. Stop
Like
it.
New York fans are so ghetto, bro. You can't even deny
Stop
it.
it. Boston fans are fucking white trash who do the same fucking thing.
No. Listen, they're educated. They dress
Please.
appropriately.
Please. You
Like
guys are
Knicks fans be throwing trash at people. Knicks fans be burning jerseys and shit. Knicks fans, bro. Oh my god.
Listen, Patriot fans, Celtics fans, and Red Sox fans are all queer. Shut up.
So all the chat, everyone in the chat who's not a Knicks fan, you're welcome. You should send a thank you letters to Tyrese Halliburton. You know what I'm saying, for preventing one of the most obnoxious fan bases from ever seeing the finals.
See, yo, bro, you know you're full of shit on this.
Listen, come on, bro. The fact that Brandon's in your fan base, it just says it all. Like, it says it all.
One guy. That's one guy.
You got Brandon. You got Donnie's fat ass too, even though he shouldn't claim.
He's an Orlando fan. Stop it.
All right, yeah, you agree with that, right? He can't be. This nigga's flip flopping and shit.
Yeah, stop it, bro. He shit on the Knicks too. So stop it.
Who's this? I forgot. Rorb or something.
Rorb, yeah. Oh, what's up, Rorb?
What fan base is he from?
I think last time he does like the Knicks, but I think he likes the Grizzlies. I could be wrong about that.
Okay, I'll give you that, Rorb. Tennessee's so fucking irrelevant. I can't even say anything about it.
I know he's a Cardinals fan for baseball, St. Louis Cardinals.
Yeah, bro. All your teams, your whole fan bases are irrelevant, bro. I can't even say anything. I enjoyed the Grizzlies. Yeah, enjoy Ja Morant shooting shit up or pretending to shoot shit up.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not gonna show them. The Grizzlies are too poverty for me to say anything about them.
I'm from the Midwest, so I don't even know what to say about Midwestern people. Like, what can I say about Midwestern people? I don't even know anything about Midwestern people.
No, I don't.
Like, do you know what to say about Midwestern people? Like,
man, yo, bro. I couldn't even point out the Midwest if you gave me a map. So I'm listen, I ain't gonna say nothing about the Midwest. Listen, I have nothing against the Grizzlies, so it is what it is. Trying to think. Who's your? Oh yeah, he's a Cleveland Browns fan too.
Oh, okay, yeah. Listen, World, at this point I feel sorry for you, bro. All right. Like, being a Browns fan is enough suffering. What's and by the way, listen. When it comes to the Pacers and the Tyree Halliburton, I hope y'all win, bro. I know RJ can't hope you win because they beat you, right? But at the same time, it's like a SGA finals victory is so obnoxious.
I don't really care either way.
Yeah. Is it because they knocked you off?
No, I'm kind of over it at this point. I kind of expected it. Like, it is what it is. I kind of don't want OKC to win because playoff SGA is going to be hell.
Yeah, especially after we said that they were never going to win shit. Yeah, it's going to be bad. I like the Rams before they robbed us. Yeah, listen, I'll give you that. The Rams should have never went to LA. Now they got no fans.
I agree 100%. No one cares about the LA Rams. Even when they won that Super Bowl, no one cares.
So I like St. Louis. Listen, St. Louis, it was perfect because St. Louis was so irrelevant, bro. They had nothing to do, and like Rams games was like their biggest thing. Like, you took away their most fun thing to do with and St. Louis, bro. You took it away from them. Like I'll tell you this, I know Rams games were always packed.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. At least the Rams, like, I mean, fuck. I mean, at least St. Louis, like, no one cares about the Rams, and they're in L. Bro, we just talked about it. No one talks about that Super Bowl between the Rams and the Bengals, and that's an LA team because no one in LA gives a fuck about football. The Dodgers are more bigger than fucking the Rams in LA.
Yeah,
same thing with the Chargers. Like the Chargers just stayed in San Diego.
Honestly, if they wanted to move, they should have moved out of California.
Like, bro, it's so dumb. Like, it's like if you're gonna make a team, why don't you make a brand new team? Like, come on, bro.
It's just like there's all these states in the Midwest, like where War's from, that have nothing to do but just go outside and sit and watch grass grow. They have nothing to do, all right? And you put a franchise right there, and every one of those motherfuckers will get season tickets.
Yeah. Nah, we're gonna go to LA though.
No, we're gonna go to LA, a saturated sports market with two of the biggest teams on the planet.
Hell, I mean, even the Lakers and Dodgers have problems selling out because there's so much to do in LA.
It's just like, yeah, you got the Lakers, you got the Dodgers, and not only that, now you're competing for shit to do in LA because there's a shit ton of things to do in LA. So you're competing with people's time on every single front. It's a waste of time. Just go to butt fuck St. Louis, put your franchise there, and all these niggas that got nothing to do will go to your games.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the money's still the same.
Absolutely. The league, RJ, the league revenue shares. So that means that every single team from the number the money you get from ratings and viewership, like each team gets like $400 million every year, no matter if you're in LA, if you're in New York, or if you're in butt fuck St. Louis, you get the same amount of money.
Yeah. I mean, listen, look, at the end of the day, the NFL wanted the LA market and they got it. How many teams they got in LA? They got the Chargers, they got the Rams. I feel like I'm forgetting. San Francisco's California. It's not LA, so.
I mean it doesn't matter. I know LA's huge, right?
Yeah.
I know LA's huge, but y'all don't need that many teams, bro. I'm just saying. Like, it's too saturated. Like, you go move somewhere else.
Yeah, but like go somewhere else, or just stay where you were. The St. Louis Rams were. I mean, hey man, listen. No one cares. Nobody literally cares. Like, come on, bro. Like there's something about like small markets work. Small markets really work. Like, I don't understand. I mean, Cleveland with LeBron, it worked. Like that's just a fact. It worked. Like not like. I don't know. Even OKC with Kevin Durant, it worked. There were so many OKC fans. Now you got OKC fans everywhere now.
Yeah, that is true.
With a fucking Canadian who likes to flop. Denver worked. But San Antonio worked. But no, let's go to LA. Dirty ass LA.
Baltimore worked.
Yeah, Baltimore.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you can have, because we don't live in the 1940s anymore, right? Like, media is so big that you can be popular in any place in the country.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this is a lesson for all you teams. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, wait, did we give our? I mean, who do you got for the finals again? You got OKC, right?
Yeah, I'm picking OKC.
All right, so I want to say OKC, right? But yeah. I think I might pick I may pick the Pacers.
Well, it depends. If the refs are still on their BS, I got the Pacers. If the refs are not on their BS, I got the Pacers. If they're on their BS, I got OKC. I think the NBA is really trying to push SGA because there's no way.
Yeah, you do got a point with that, but I don't see this being like a sweep or anything like that. I see this being a more competitive series because I'm looking at their bigs and I'm looking at every matchup and I'm like, okay, God, because if SJ couldn't foul bait his way into shit, bro, oh my God, it'd be a way better series in my opinion.
I agree, but I mean, it's gonna be a good finals. I think this has the potential going 7. Thunder's in 4. Oh yeah, Rozier's jinxing your Baltimore Ravens because Rozier has like this dream about the Ravens not going to the conference championship, but he has JJ McCarthy and the Vikings going to the NFC championship game. So
yeah, listen, when it comes to Najee, I'm glad you got that OKC picture. Now that confirms you're out of my fan base. All right, fuck out of here.
Najee, I just want you to stop talking about sports, bro. You're just a clown. I don't think I've gotten this aggravated hearing sports takes than Michael.
I mean, Najee's bad. Najee's bad, but Shy is way worse.
I mean, yeah, but Shy's like, I mean, Shy. I mean, other than his OKC shit, he's been he's actually I actually kind of like his football and his college football takes. Like Najee's just a fag. You know what I'm saying? Like this dude's been wrong. He's been wrong about like everything. He had like one good year in 23, and then that's it. Talk about a one-hit wonder, bro.
Listen, I got the Pacers in 7.
It's not a bad take. Not a bad take at all. I'm doing it with the Ravens with the Thunder. Well, good luck with that. The Ravens are going like 12 games and get bounced in the second round, third round, somewhere around there.
I have some good CFB takes. Not gonna lie, K-State no. Kansas State, come on, Warren. Is that also the Midwest? I think so.
Yeah, Kansas State, yo. No disrespect, War, but Kansas State ain't even doing nothing.
I'm jinxing the Thunder more. No, you stay over there, all right? You stay the fuck over there.
All right, maybe the Boston Celtics won the finals with that. Yes, I attend Kansas State. Yeah. Doesn't shock me. I think I've seen that on your Instagram a couple times, Ward. You know what I'm saying?
Was that the purple team?
Yeah, purple team. I was about to fucking say something. He's a dog. Gotta chill with Avery Johnson. Avery Johnson is nasty. I will say that.
Hey, CO, did the Ravens have OTA yet? If so, what are your thoughts so far? I'm going to be honest, Josh, I don't keep up with training camp.
Yeah, training camp. I don't understand people who hype up training camp, OTAs. Who cares?
Like, the whole thing, like, I understand if you're a content creator, that's what you have to talk about because there's nothing better to talk about and you make content. Yeah. I get that. But, like, as someone that, we cover general sports, we don't have to waste our time covering OTAs and shit like that.
Yo, like, I'm sorry. Unless you're, like, really, really bad, like Drake May throwing, like, 5 interceptions bad, who cares?
Yeah, even that wouldn't matter because it's fucking training.
Yeah, who cares? It's training camp. It's OTAs. Come on, man.
Like, it always cracks me up. Like, the content creators are like, oh, shit, do you see the wide receiver get, like, this one-handed catch in OTAs? And, like, I'm just like, what? Like, who cares?
Who cares? They're giving 0.5%. It's training.
Like, bro, we don't care about preseason. What makes you think I'm going to care about OTAs?
Yeah, it's a fact. Like, I don't care, bro. That's why people were like, when I was a Giants fan, they said, be a full-on Giants creator. No, hell no. I'll get bored out of my fucking mind.
Oh, yeah, because you got to talk about that shit.
I'm not talking about training camp.
Bro, I could imagine if you were if you had to be a full-time, first of all, if you had to be a Giants fan, then you probably quit YouTube. But
I would have quit a long time ago.
But even if, let's say, you like a team like the Knicks, I mean, I don't think you like covering, I guess, Knicks practices or some shit like that.
No, I wouldn't. I will cover fucking Yankees spring training. I don't care. I don't care. I don't even care about 181 of the Yankees games or 160 of the Yankees regular season games. Why the fuck would I care about what Aaron Judge is doing during spring training? Who gives a fuck? And no one cares. Stop with this training camp BS.
The only people that care are paid to care because they're beat reporters and that's their job.
Yeah. Other than that, it's like, who gives a shit? It's like these fans is like, oh, do you guys have something else better to do? It's summer. Go outside. Do something. Like, come on, man. Even in my down year in 2024, I predicted that Washington will go to the NFC Championship, which is a big thing. I don't remember that. He said Washington was going to the NFC Championship game. I don't remember that at all.
I highly doubt that.
Yeah, I don't remember. I would remember that shit.
Najee just wants to be, he wants to be like, oh, I said all this shit first and shit like that. Like, shut up, Bonzo, bro. Fuck out of here. Listen, if the Vikings make the NFC Championship game with fucking JJ McCarthy, then I'll give him credit. How about that?
Yeah, that would be beyond wild if that happens. I think what's his name? I saw a report that Aaron still wants to go to the Vikings. I don't know how true that is or not.
Yeah, the fact this asshole still has the sign, bro.
I think he's gonna retire at this point.
And I heard things that I heard reports that people said that Aaron Rodgers didn't want to do OTAs and training camps, and I understand that he doesn't want to do that because he didn't want to do that with the Jets and all that shit. So I could see him signing after that's all that shit's done with. Like I could see if he has an agreement with Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has done nothing in their quarterback room, nothing. I'm sorry, getting Will Howard in the 6th round is not doing anything. All right, so
nothing.
They haven't done anything. So in my opinion, I think they already made an agreement with him, and basically they know that he's going to sign with them just after OTAs.
Because I saw a curse where the Vikings beat Baltimore, they go to the NFC Championship game, but if they lose to Baltimore, their head coach gets fired. Guess who they play week 10? Baltimore. I'm sorry.
Wait, he had a what? A curse? I saw a curse. What the fuck does that mean?
I'm gonna read what he just said. Because this is Rozier. Because I saw a curse where if the Vikings beat Baltimore, they go to the NFC Championship game, but if they lose to Baltimore, their head coach gets fired. Who do they play week 10? Baltimore. Okay,
what does that mean? You saw a curse.
I don't even know what that fucking means. Well, what's a curse? Even Jordan Francis. Jordan Francis is the nicest guy here. He's laughing at your retarded ass, Rozier. First of all, you're just assuming that the Ravens. You're just assuming the Ravens are going to lose to Baltimore. So you said if the Vikings beat Baltimore, they go to the NFC Championship game, right? So you're assuming that the Ravens are going to lose to the Vikings this year.
The Ravens curse. What curse, nigga?
What curse? What are you talking about, my nigga?
And even if there was a curse, how do you see a curse?
Bro, you know the choking, you know the Reggie meme, where the Reggie Miller did the choking meme to the Knicks?
Yeah.
You know, in that series, when he did that, they lost that series, right?
Yeah.
So you have people on the internet talk about, oh, Tyrese Halliburton did it in game 1. That means the curse is still real. Just like how Reggie Miller loses, Tyrese Halliburton is going to lose, and they end up fucking beating us in 6. That's like Rozier right now.
Shit. Lions and Ravens Super Bowl next year, Ravens W. You know what? Roar knows ball.
Yeah, facts.
Vikings territory for the Vikings. The Ravens. Okay, you linked an article. I clicked on it. For the Vikings curse, the Ravens curse lives on. What the fuck?
Well, what source is it?
I mean, VikingsTerritory.com. I don't know what the fuck this website is, but 1998 Vikings. Ravens Vikings is always a bellwether run for the right. I'm sorry, bro. You need to get a job. Well, how do you know what is this shit that I'm looking at, bro?
You know what that is, bro? That's a football fan talking.
Like I feel like I'm listening to some crazy nigga talk about some unrelated event, like, and I'm trying to keep up with it, like Najee, bro. Like,
yo, bro, Najee, you make my Jim Harbaugh trade Justin Herbert take look like a realistic take than this bullshit.
That's donkey of the day talk. Honestly, he does deserve that shit because this nigga's talking like he's just talking and well, I don't even know what we're talking about. That's how bad it is, bro.
Yeah, like come on, bro. Like yo,
Najee, you're trying to prove everyone. You're trying to prove everyone to everyone that RJ is wrong about you being retarded, and you just prove you're retarded.
yeah, like come on, bro. Like putting your
And there is
name
no
right
curse,
now.
by the way. There is no fucking curse. I don't know what you're talking about. We're not the fucking Jets, my nigga.
You're showing every day you're Puerto Rican, by the way, too.
I forgot he was he was half Puerto Rican. That explains so much, bro.
Like, come on, bro. Like, Rosie, like, come on, bro. Like, come on, man. Come on, bro. At least when I make a hot take, I actually like bring up actual history and just like shit like that.
Okay, you said you're more Dominican than PR. How does that make sense if you're half?
I'm more Dominican than PR. Well, I mean, maybe his mom is half Puerto Rican, half Dominican. His dad's full Dominican.
Okay, that would make sense. But at that point, why would you call yourself half PR? You might as well just say I'm Dominican.
You might as well just say you're Dominican, bro. Even with that, I think the Dominicans would disown you with all your shitty ass sports takes.
Because at that point, that's like saying, well, that's like, that's like
That's like
Patrick
me
Mahomes.
saying that's like my mom being half black, half white, and my dad being fully black and saying, "Well, I'm half white and half black." No, I'm really just black, to be honest with you.
Wait, is that your situation, by the way?
No, I'm just giving that example.
No, okay, so that would be like Patrick Mahomes' kid saying he's black, half black.
Okay, yeah, see your facts.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Like, listen, bro, just at that point, at that point, listen. That's why I gave up on the whole oh, you're this, you're that. It's like at this point, bro, like just claim whatever you're more. You're more Dominican if that's the case. Well, we
unless
don't
you're
know if
half,
that's the case.
unless you're literally half and half, like you know.
Again, okay, if you're literally half and half, then that would just prove you're retarded because that would make no sense what you just said.
Yeah.
Like,
Whatever you look more like, just claim, all right? Like Jason Kidd. Like Jason Kidd's white. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I thought he was white.
Yeah, but I guess his dad is black, so you know. Like Mariah Carey's like white. Her dad's like mixed, but like she's a white girl. Like, come on, man.
Like, okay, you can argue that with hair, well, when Jason Kidd has hair, he kind of looks mixed. You can argue that.
Yeah.
But when
And
he's
like,
bald, he looks like a white dude.
Yeah. Like even Derek Jeter, like now granted, Derek Jeter, he kind of looks white now, but even back in the day with hair, he looked black or like Spanish.
This nigga said, Roar just says the random shit. This nigga said Dominicans are zesty.
I mean, Cat is zesty. I'm not gonna lie.
And Najee say, I'm not those zesty fucks. All right, so
Yeah.
you're more Puerto Rican now, or what? I don't get it.
I'm not those zesty sports. Well, I don't know. Your sports takes are pretty gay.
Evan says, I'm black from the waist down, so we know what that means.
I doubt that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, at the end of the day, man, just be whoever the fuck you are. I don't give a fuck. We live in 2025, or I mean, I still don't give. I do not give a fuck. All I know is, Rozier, bro, stop talking about sports. You're pretty gay. Like, Rozier, how did you even get into sports? You seem like more like an anime nerd type of person.
What, like kaiju light?
Yeah. Like, because he sucks at sports takes. Dominicans are black too, but they don't admit it, and I don't know why. And no, I disagree with that. Dominicans do claim that they're black.
I mean, a lot of them are, though.
No, that's a fact. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, Nazi, you shouldn't explain how you're more Puerto Rican than you.
Yeah, no, I think he's just trying to, like, you know, I think he realizes the Puerto Ricans suck.
And of course, it's Najee leading the fucking community board with the most points. Of course it is.
Yeah, can you guys start commenting more, please?
This is why the IQ of the chat is so low. Y'all let Najee dominate the conversation.
Yeah, nigga, like this nigga's trash. Gotta get him to watch a sport that hard to have consistently dumb takes. Facts, war. It's bad. It's bad. Random editor, you're here. Comment, my nigga.
Okay, then who's worse, me or Skip?
You, hands down, you.
No, I'm just
You.
laughing. It's like he just. I mean, Skip. I mean, Skip. I don't know. I mean, apart from like Skip's just repetitive. I don't. Wait, college basketball, hockey. I don't know. Najee would manage to fuck it up. He would.
Najee, you're worse than Skip. At least Skip's entertaining. You're not entertaining, bro. Nobody knows. Nobody knows too much shit about hockey. Hard to have a bad take on the NHL at all. At all that point. Yeah. Now I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to understand Najee. Yeah, you don't understand the depths of Najee's stupidity when it comes to sports.
Yeah. You or Rob Parker, you.
Yeah, I mean Rob Parker's annoying, but I don't think he come up with some of the takes you got. Like he wouldn't be talking about seeing it through a curse.
Yo, Najee, bro. Now, granted, me and CEO thought we couldn't get worse than Michael, Kaiju, Master J, but you are the exception. So there'll probably be somebody worse than you. So coming along, just wait your time. You're the champion of Donkey of the Day. His
I
Tom
mean,
Brady
if
takes.
someone's worse than Najee, then we should just ban him at that point.
Yeah. Track and field is objective at Najee Rozier. Literally just a fast. Watch that shit. Yeah, facts. Or
I mean,
Najee,
yeah,
just give him. Or Najee, bro. Sports is supposed to be masculine. Maybe just give that. Maybe try like cooking, knitting, something along those lines, bro. Maybe sports isn't for you. I highly doubt you played sports in high school, which your shit takes. It's like, come on, bro. Maybe try something else. Drawing.
I'm sorry. Oh, but I mean, well, I don't know. It's just his takes are so bad. It's just every time I think about it, it just makes me crack the fuck up.
I played football, baseball, and soccer.
How do you play all three of them? So you're ass at all three. That's what that probably is.
Yeah,
Like, there's no way you play because you play those at different seasons. So there's no way you're playing those sports year round. So either you're ass. Shy low key worse as a viewer with his takes through dick rides every week. Yeah, that's what I said. I think Shy's worse, slightly worse because if his dick riding is so bad.
Yeah, his dick riding's pretty bad, but like I've seen his college football takes. He kind of agrees with me on a lot of things and stuff like that. And his football takes aren't that bad, to be honest with you. Now, granted, he doesn't have a team, but still.
I mean, but I mean, it's not just doesn't really dick ride.
He doesn't dick ride, but his take. But we're talking about takes, and his takes are so bad. It's like, my gosh. You got the fucking Vikings going to the NFC Championship game because they couldn't even go to the NFC Championship game with their best record last year. Yeah, he is a Texas homer. I will give him that. But still, I mean, he's not hyping up Quinn Ewers.
What do you prefer, stupid takes or a nigga that dick rides 24/7?
At least, like he's a fan of the team, like you know what I'm saying, or the player. So you know, I can understand that.
Well, I mean, Najee makes a good point, which is a very rare sight to see. Didn't playoff Shea rank Quinn Ewers as a top 3 college quarterback?
I mean, yeah. I remember him doing that. Yeah, I was about to say, didn't he have like Quinn? Wasn't he hyping up? But he's a Texas fan. I remember when I was 18, I was hyping up.
He's a Texas fan, but at least Kaiju knows Quinn Ewers is fucking shit.
But you know, when I was 18, I was hyping up Baker Mayfield over Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen and shit like that, and Sam Darnold. So you know, I can semi-understand it. Rozier, you're like 21 being a retard.
Yeah. Well, listen. Najee's worst takes are Minnesota in the championship game.
You have the Knicks in 5.
The Knicks in.
Well, tell me, didn't he pick the Minnesota Timberwolves to beat OKC too?
Yeah, I think he did.
The fuck out of here, bro.
The only good take he had, not even take, is when you said something like you said Boston in 4.
Yeah, I said Boston.
And this nigga was like, oh fuck, now we're gonna
yeah, I jinxed that. Which no, you know was nothing.
He said that Jalen Milroe was Lamar. Yeah, that is true, bro. That is true. He did say
I
that.
did not see that.
Yeah, he
I
just
don't.
said. You know what? I mean, Najee's actually bringing up good points. That Shy, not only is he a dick rider, but his college chick's a fucking ass.
I don't remember that. But if he did say that, then that's pretty bad. But Najee, okay, even if that's the case, you're better than playoff Shea. That's not good. You're still pretty bad, though. You're still pretty bad, bro.
Yeah, that is pretty bad. I mean,
Like, come on, bro.
it's bad when Master J isn't even top two anymore.
Facts. Fucking
You know
facts.
it's
Mike,
bad.
Kaiju, Apex Jack. I mean, come on, man. My hottest take is just being a delusional enough to think the Cardinals could make a deep NL playoff run. Actually, matter of fact, I was looking at the NBA standings. Where are the Cardinals? Standings.
The MLB standing.
Oh yeah. MLB standings. My bad. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna look it up on my fucking phone. I know for some reason the Tigers are good this year. I don't know why.
Yo, I'm surprised more of y'all are talking about baseball. Baseball is slowly creeping back into relevance.
Yeah, I love the pitch clock. I told you, pitch clock is gonna do wonders. Shout out to the MLB.
Second
No.
Central. I'll do way better in 2025 with my takes in 2024. We're still in the 2024 season. What?
I don't know what he just said. The Cardinals are 33-26, right behind the Cubs in the NL, which is, I mean, not bad, but still. Yankees number 1 in the American League, and we're second place in the AL. You feel me? We're gonna take down the Tigers if they, come our fucking way. You feel me? Maryland Marlins. Yeah, I ain't doing shit. Asteroids. You're gonna get your ass whooped. Guardians. The team that Brandon said we're gonna have trouble with are second in their fucking division. We're dominating the AL East. You feel me? This is over.
Yeah, but for what? Like we have a good chance of going to the series,
Yeah.
World Series, and getting spit slapped by the Dodgers again.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, as long as the Mets don't win, I'm cool. I think I hate the Mets more right now. I don't even hate the Dodgers.
I mean, listen, because because of Brandon.
No, these Mets fans are out of fucking control. I don't want to see them win.
Yeah,
I live in New York. I'm from New York, and I'm talking about the city itself. I don't care. I've been trying to tell you this for years, CEO. I don't give a fuck if you're in the same region, the same coast. I don't want the Mets to win. Period.
No, I agree with you. I came around on that because Mets fans. I didn't realize how annoying Mets fans are, right? Because I wasn't.
Because you live in New York, nigga. I've been trying to tell you this.
I mean, yeah, because RJ lives in gay ass New York, so I haven't I haven't been up there for the longest, so I wouldn't know how annoying Mets fans are. But the more I see them on social media now that I follow more baseball shit, it's like Mets fans always want to interject themselves where Yankees fans are at. Like it's the most annoying shit ever. It's like, oh, now we run New York. Like, no, you don't. Shut the fuck up. Like, sit in the corner.
Like, bro, I don't want you guys rooting for the Yankees. Like, I don't like Mets fans. I don't
I
like
agree with you. They're annoying.
If Houston and Boston didn't exist, I would hate the Mets the most, and I think they're overtaking Houston.
Listen, RJ,
at least Houston, because I think Houston has more championships than the niggas. Tell me, how many championships do the Houston Astros have?
Like what, 3?
That's more than the Mets.
Well, let me double check that. No, they have
2.
But
theirs are more recent, 2017, 2022. These niggas Mets have won since fucking 86.
Listen, RJ, listen. How you still hate Boston more?
Yes, absolutely, 100%. But Boston's irrelevant.
Come on, listen. We should be more friendly with Boston, RJ.
Well, we're talking about the Red Sox specifically.
I mean, are the Red Sox fans really that annoying? I mean, they're so irrelevant.
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
But
The
they're so
reason
irrelevant.
they're irrelevant, but if the Red Sox were hold on, what's the Red Sox? Because I think they're on a what's the name?
Who's the asshole who was a Boston Red Sox? All that. Yeah, Najee. Yeah, forgot
Okay,
about
so
him.
the Red Sox are 29-32, so they're probably not making the playoffs. If the Red Sox were in the playoff contention right now, their fans would be utterly. They're like Mets fans times two. So yes,
Hey,
the
hey,
Red Sox.
yo, Najee. Yeah, you're irrelevant. Suck a dick. All right. False.
Facts. But yeah, Red Sox. Let's not forget how annoying Red Sox.
Yeah, I
Red
just
Sox fans
forgot.
still.
I forgot that Najee was a Red Sox fan. That makes sense
Yeah.
now.
So there will be. So yes, Red Sox will always be number one. Plus the Yankees, Red Sox thing. That's true rivalry right there. But other than that, Mets fans, it's like, oh my gosh, it's like I forgot how annoying they fucking were. They're so annoying. I don't give a fuck, and they swear Yankees fans gives a fuck about them.
Hey, listen, you should give Najee some credit. He said yes, we're relevant.
Okay. All right, Najee, you went from like negative 500 to negative. I'll say you've been bringing up some good points about playoff SGA, and that's a good point about the Red Sox. So you went from negative 500 to negative 487. Congrats. You know what I'm saying? But listen, bro.
But I mean, you can't deny that they are irrelevant.
Who, Red Sox?
Yeah.
Of course, I'm loving it. That's why, that's why the Mets are rivaling number two for them.
Well, maybe that's why we forgot about, or at least I forgot about how annoying they are because they're so relevant now.
Yeah,
so,
facts. Like Houston, I hate Houston, but they don't annoy me. The Blue Jays, I hate them. They don't annoy me. Mets fans actively annoy me because they swear.
We should hate Dodgers, but we don't. I don't know why. We should hate them.
No, we shouldn't. I don't hate the Dodgers.
Because they kick our ass every time. It's just annoying.
It's whatever. Like, it is what it is, bro. Like, it is what it is. Like, the Dodgers
they're
are
literally in our way from getting another title and just gloating again.
Listen, bro. At the end of the day, bro, listen. Mets fans are beyond annoying. And I hate this whole narrative. Oh, if the Yankees were in the World Series, I'll root for you. I don't want you to root for me, nigga. Yeah, I don't want you to root for me. First of all, that's bullshit. Mets fans pull this bullshit, right? Where it's like, well, if the Yankees went, I would root for them. I don't want you to root for me. And the only reason why you're quote unquote rooting for me is because if we win, it's like, oh yeah, New York won. You get to fake celebrate. But if we lose, you get to clown us. No, don't root for me because if you're in the World Series, I'm not rooting for you unless. No, actually, matter of fact, even if Boston's in there, I'm not even watching. I'm boycotting that whole fucking series. I don't give a fuck. I can't stand them. I will not be able to stand two fan bases that make me sick to my stomach.
I don't know. I mean, do Knicks fans root for Nets fans? I mean,
no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But
Giants
Nets fans don't do shit though. They're not annoying. They were good like a couple years ago with KD and Kyrie. They don't do shit. Jets fans are not annoying. As a former Jet, they're not annoying. Mets fans are actually annoying.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Not only are they annoying, but Brandon leads them, and so that's how you know it's horrific.
Bro, the Mets fans are actively dirty ass Puerto Rican motherfuckers. I promise you. Every Mets fan I know is a Puerto Rican.
Yeah,
or some Spanish person.
Yeah, I could definitely see Najee, bro. You would be a perfect Met, bro.
No, I can't stand you right now. Please stay over to Boston. Like, bro, nah, bro. I can't imagine Najee wants Soto's to go. I can't fucking imagine that shit.
RJ, are you ever going to cheer for an individual NFL team or not?
Probably not. I'm actually enjoying the NFL, watching that. Just watching any game I want to watch.
Well, I mean, I used to do that with basketball.
Yeah.
But I actually enjoy being part of the team now. It's more fun.
I think basketball is a little bit more different.
Okay.
Than football. I don't know. Like basketball, it's just like I don't know. Football, I enjoy the fact I don't have to sit here and watch the Giants get molested by the Ravens or the Cowboys. It's enjoyable.
But you have to admit, overall, being a Knicks fan was probably worse than being a Giants fan.
Oh no! Being a Giants fan was worse.
Way worse. Yeah, in terms of stupidity, because Giants fans are stupid. But in terms of winning shit, is probably better because I feel like Giants have been more relevant since the Knicks have been at least until recently. But
yes, I mean, besides 2011, I mean, Like Giants fans are just fucking stupid. I can't deal with stupid people. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. Like Knicks fans, they're haters. They're negative. I'll give them that. But at least when Knicks fans are like, fire this guy, fire that guy, that's probably a reason why. Giants fans, they're like, keep Dable, keep Eli. Even though Eli fucking throws like 13 picks every game, keep him around. Draft Malik Neighbors. Even though this guy shits on every fucking thing New York-wise, draft him. It's like, you guys are stupid.
I'm not really a Browns fan anymore. I'm on a free agent right now. Well, I don't blame the Browns.
I don't blame you anymore. I don't blame you. I do not blame you, Ward, at all. Because, I mean, my gosh, the Browns are a fucking shit fest.
Yeah, if you want to quote see curses, there you go.
Yeah, that's a curse. That's a legit curse. I can't be thrown into the dumb New Yorker stereotype because I ain't a New Yorker. Well, you are pretty. First of all, Giants are not a New York team. They're a Jersey team. And Evan, you're pretty fucking dumb with your Eli Manning shit and your Daniel Jones shit. So I'm not gonna say you're really dumb, but still.
I mean, for a Giants fan, he's relatively not as dumb as us. Like I've seen way dumb.
Yeah, like I said, it's like kind of like the Rozier playoff shade thing. It's okay. You might not be that bad, but you're pretty fucking bad, bro.
Like when it comes to like before he went all anti NFL shit, like the dumbest of the dumb would be like Brandon when it comes to the Giants.
Oh man, I remember those days, man. Those were good times, man. Good times. Well, at least
because Eli Manning walks on water by Mitch Jones's ass.
Low key, I kind of fuck with the Falcons and maybe the Bills. Bills are always going to be good. The Falcons might be a problem. Now, granted, I don't know where Kirk Cousins is going to go. They still need to trade him, but. Yeah. Listen, man, you should low-key – if you're a Falcons fan, you got Michael Penix who's like – people are sitting here saying Michael Penix is old. Michael Penix is like 24, 25. It's not old, especially now in today's NFL where dudes can play until like 40.
No, he's not old. It's exaggerated. Listen, you just go to the Falcons. Don't go to the Bills, you know what I'm saying? Because if you go to the Bills, they'll have to shit on you.
Yeah, like CEO had to shit on you for being a Cleveland Browns fan. He doesn't want to shit on you for being a Bills fan.
Like, do you really want to? Oh, I forgot. They're both poverty. Never mind.
What? Oh, the Falcons?
Yeah. I was saying, do you really want to go to poverty Bills? And I forgot. Never mind.
Yeah, Falcons never won shit either.
If Penix
works out, they'll win the division along with Tampa. Yeah, as a fact.
If Penix works out, then RJ can make a video shitting on the Giants again.
Well, they have Jackson Dart, CEO.
Oh man, that dude's about to be ass.
Oh shit, Jackson fucking Dart. I mean, they
took a third-round talent.
According to Donnie, it doesn't matter. We'll draft Drew Alt next year.
Yeah, I don't get that logic because he said it doesn't. Right, he said it doesn't matter because we're gonna draft Drew Alar, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm just sitting there like, then okay, so you just admitted to wasting a first-round pick.
Yeah, I like Josh Allen in Milwaukee, and I hate Mahomes. Oh yeah, forgot about that. Listen, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter about Wyoming, but Florida State's gonna run shit again. You feel me? Looking good we're looking good. We got our quarterback situation going on. Florida State's gonna run again. You feel me?
He said Wyoming, bro. I just remembered like that was state. Wyoming might be the most irrelevant state in the U.S.
Yeah, I honestly didn't think it was a state. I thought it was a city. How sick would you be, RJ CEO, if Bryce Young and JJ McCarthy play in the NFC Championship game? Be fucking honest. This is not a take. It's a question. How sick would I be? I would probably be questioning if I'm awake or not because Bryce Young and JJ McCarthy in the NFC Championship game.
That would never happen, bro. Like I would bet. Like if I could bet my life, I'd bet my life that wouldn't happen.
In what world would that even happen?
I would have no problem sleeping at night, knowing if I made that bet because that's never gonna happen. That's such a ridiculous.
I don't think Madden Simulator can make that shit happen.
Oh, of course it was Najee that said.
Yeah.
No, wasn't Najee out here slurping Bryce?
Yeah, I think so. Bryce Young is ass. Like, I don't care if he went on that 5-game winning streak towards the end of the year. He's ass. Come on, bro.
Listen, I don't believe in Brace, nor do I believe in JJ. And if Najee believes in him, I feel really good about my
Facts.
chances.
Even with Kevin O'Connell, like, and I'm questioning Kevin O'Connell because that dude makes horrible adjustments.
Alar's even worse than Dart. I like Alar, but if Dart can't do it, no way and Alar would succeed in New York. First of all, I don't like either of them.
Facts.
I thought Alar was coming out this draft.
No, he stayed another year.
Stay another year. I mean, he'll probably be the number 1 overall pick if he doesn't fuck it up.
Yeah, him or Carson Beck.
Him or who?
Carson Beck.
Bro, next year's draft is so ass too.
It might be worse than this year's.
Like, at least with this, I mean, shit. I mean,
even this year was trash.
Yeah, bro. If you didn't get a quarterback in with the whole Caleb Williams draft, bro, like that's why I think that's what broke the camel's back for you. You were like, "Fuck this shit. We're not gonna get a quarterback ever now."
Yeah, I mean they're hoping for Arch, but I don't think Arch is going to the Giants. I think he's going to the Saints.
I mean, they're hoping for Arch. So what they admitted is they're gonna be ass for like the next 3 years.
Yeah, but I mean, even with that, like if you're Arch, why would you want to go to New York? Arch is like doing his own thing. That's why he went to Texas. Like Peyton Manning went to Tennessee. Eli and his grandfather Archie, the original Arch, went to fucking Ole Miss. He could have went to one of those schools. He wanted to go. Granted, I fucking hate Texas, but he's trying to make his own thing. Why would you want to go? Why would you want to go to New York and try to follow Eli Manning's legacy?
And plus, y'all have to understand the whole Arch Manning being quarterback isn't to be a good quarterback isn't guaranteed.
Facts.
Because remember how hyped Trevor Lawrence was, and look how average this nigga looks.
Yeah, facts. Cam Ward was a dog, but I don't think he's going to make it in the NFL. Not because of his skill. I think because his O-line is going to let him get beat up and kill his confidence. I never liked Cam Ward. Like, I thought he was over. At Washington State, he was okay, I guess. Miami, I think he underachieved like a motherfucker. But even with that, like, he's going to Tennessee. Tennessee's horrible. They have no coach. They have no O-line. They have no weapons, to be honest with you. So, yeah, I do agree with Warb on that take.
You did want him on Florida State, though.
Yeah, because he was good. But it's like, I mean, now looking at it, I might have been wrong about that. We got Thomas Castrado with his offensive coordinator. You feel me? So, you know.
Florida State's about to be ass again. Let's be honest.
No, hey, we can't be worse than last year, so that's all I can hope.
Bro, it was like 3 wins.
As long as we win our division and go to the playoffs, I'll take that as a win.
Bro, the year that Florida State won every single game, they still didn't make the playoffs. It's crazy.
Yo, don't remind me of that shit. Bro, they would have made the playoffs. You know what's crazy? That year, they would have made the playoffs this year because it's like, what, 12? McCarthy is basically Pretty 2.0. Bro, Rozier, that's not a good thing. He's in the wrong system for that.
Yeah, that is true.
That's why he's getting traded to the Chargers, bro.
No fucking way.
Listen, bro, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, this Jim Harbaugh, Justin Herbert thing is not going to work.
No, I mean, yeah, I agree with that. But, I mean, I could see that happening, but I don't think they trade Herbert fucking McCarthy.
But John Harbaugh needs a game manager. Justin, bro, you guys saw it in the playoff. I was just talking to my boy about this. You saw it in the playoff game. Justin Herbert reverted back to what he is. He's a gunslinger throwing into double coverage motherfucker. Dude had Ladd McConkey. Ladd McConkey should have went off for like 500 yards. This nigga Herbert's like, oh, let me throw in a double coverage. The fuck is wrong with this nigga? He's been doing this for, like, who are we going to blame now, CEO? We can't blame, like, we're going to blame Jim Harbaugh? He's been doing this since college.
Listen, I've been on the Herbert hate train for the longest.
Yeah.
Dude is overhyped, and I could see them moving on from him, but I can also see, because people, especially with the Chargers, they have such a hard on for that nigga. So, I feel like the ownership and the fans would probably force them to keep Herbert.
Well, I'd rather keep Jim than Herbert.
Listen, if Herbert can't do it with Jim, he can't do it with nobody.
No, he can't. Oh, bro, I watched him, bro. I watched him at Penn State. I watched him when he played in Oregon. He got blown up by Penn State. Then in another bowl game, won 7-6 against Michigan State and didn't throw any touchdowns. He threw 2 interceptions. He's not a big play. He has the tangibles. I'll give him that. Tangibles. He has 0 intangibles. He's not clutch. He makes dumb decisions. Like, all he is he's Dak Prescott. That's all he is.
You know what's funny about this whole situation? That the whole thing with Herbert is like, oh my God, he throws a beautiful ball, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And that's always what I hear. And right when Jackson Dart got drafted, bro, everybody was like, look how beautiful his ball.
Bro, anybody who says he throws a beautiful ball, he's bust friend all over it.
Bro, I don't think people remember, but Peyton Manning threw one of the ugliest balls out there. Like,
bro, Josh Allen was known for being inaccurate. Lamar Jackson was known for being inaccurate. Mahomes, known for being reckless. The 3 best quarterbacks in the NFL. Justin Herbert, Jackson Dart, they throw beautiful balls. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Bro, that's the whole
Jay Cutler, another one. Throws a beautiful ball.
Boy, like you never hear. Yeah, that's the whole fact. Like with these elite quarterbacks, you never hear them saying, "Oh my God, he throws a beautiful ball."
Yeah. It's like, oh, look how clutch he is. Or look at the playmaking, the IQ on this guy, the winning of this. Justin Herbert, he throws a beautiful ball. Best quarterback in the league. Top 5.
Ryan Lee threw a beautiful ball.
Facts, dog. Like, I'm not trying to hear this dumb stuff. Like, who cares? No, everybody ignores the fact Jackson Dart threw into double coverage multiple times.
Yeah, because he threw a beautiful ball.
Yeah, he threw a beautiful ball to the interception.
Yeah, it's like there's a segment of like fans that are just mesmerized by how pretty the ball looks coming out of the quarterback's hand, bro.
It's like, who cares?
Yeah, it's like, have you seen how good the ball looks in Justin Herbert throws?
Who gives a fuck? What does that do? Okay, so are you going to talk about the fact that he got picked off for like 36 yards down the field? But it was beautiful, though. Who gives a shit? Marcus Russell with the beautiful bomb to the safety. Yeah, exactly. The beautiful ball thing and passes nobody else can make is the argument I've heard about A-Rod being the GOAT. But even A-Rod got criticized. Even A-Rod got criticized in college. That's why he fell all the way to like the 20s. And they picked Alex Smith because he threw a beautiful ball. But you don't feel gay saying that as a fan?
Oh, shit.
Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing here? But, Peasants, you got until 12:45. I'm pretty sure CO's phone's on his last legs.
Yeah. My phone is...
Drew Brees might be the only one who threw a beautiful...
Oh, bro. I'm looking at the list. There's literally a list, right, RJ?
Yep.
Called top QBs with the most beautiful balls.
Yep.
Now, guess Dak Prescott is on that list, bro.
Oh, coincidence.
Matthew Stafford's on that list.
Yep.
Oh, bro, you ain't get it. Guess who's number 4?
Herbert?
No.
Cutler?
No.
I don't know.
Derek Carr.
My point taken. Point taken.
Oh, shit. You got Jameis Winston.
Yeah. Where's Herbert? Is Herbert on the list?
And you got number 1, you got Matt Ryan.
Exactly. And Matt Ryan was a decent player, but come on, man.
So anytime y'all hear that they threw a beautiful ball, you know what that means, bro.
And even like I think the best one is Stafford, and Stafford literally had to leave Detroit to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like, come on, man. Like, we're not trying to hear that beautiful ball. Come on, bro. That's why a lot of females think guys who watch football are gay, because they hear you imagine being a female, you walk into a bar, you see the ball that he threw was so beautiful. The fuck?
Yeah, maybe that's why you hated Derek Carr so long. You saw that beautiful ball.
Yeah, facts. I didn't hear about that shit. Vastly homosexual, man. Vastly. Well, it is what it is, peasants. We entertained you guys for another Sunday. Remember, best sports podcast out there. Club Shay Shay can't compete. You feel me?
Facts. And plus, we don't get masseuses and shit. So
Yeah, facts. You know what I'm saying? Stephen A. Smith, your podcast is trash. You know what I'm saying? You'll never be president. You feel me?
yes, fact.
What other podcasts is out there? The fake ass Unfiltered Sports Podcast. You guys are a bunch of queers.
Yeah, the podcast that only survived for a month.
Facts. But see you. Anything you want to say to the peasants?
Nah, fuck these niggas.
All right. Until next time. Peace.